Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Can you hear us? Let me know. Let me know if you can. Let us know if you can. Hey, Richard, how are you?
Thumbs up. I think they can hear.
All right. Growing a homestead. Good evening to you.
Good
How you guys
evening.
doing? Oh, hello from
Sir Paul.
all the way from England. Glad to have you here.
Yes, we are.
He said you'll be back for the show. All right, Paul. Great.
Okay, good.
It's Caitlin and Colin at Growing a Homestead. Hello, Jesse. How are you?
Jesse. The mod father.
Jesse and Lisa. And Lee, Fisherman 506.
Hey, Lee and Carolyn.
Yes, it is a very cold east coast of Canada. That's for sure.
It is.
We've had some cold weather. That's for sure. Minnesota, yeah, it's time. Minnesota guy, yeah.
Patty,
yeah.
We
Glad
hope
to
you're
have
well,
you here.
Patty.
Something just fell down. Oh, it's my back scratcher. It's all good.
The back scratcher.
Matt, how are you doing?
Mr. Matt.
Mr. Matt, you, Matt,
Mr.
you.
Matt.
Ben's over acres. Hello. Glad to have you with us tonight. Richard said he was the first in.
Awesome.
And let me see here. Wind Rider, hello. How are you? New to the channel?
Yes.
Glad to have you here.
Welcome.
We are so glad that you came and dropped by, and we're just glad to have everybody here tonight. We're so glad that everyone stopped in. Old Blue, hello, and how are you?
Hello, another new
individual.
Person. Welcome.
Glad that you're here, and all these new folks. We're so glad that you're here.
Yes.
We really, truly are, and we love chatting and talking and connecting with everybody
Yes, we
and
do.
having fun. Northeast Washington State. All right.
Wow, I follow a few Instagram accounts from Washington.
Yeah. So
And,
did you get any snow in Washington State? I was
It's a
curious.
beautiful state.
I know a lot of people up through the East Coast everywhere got snow. That's for sure. Buffalo and in New York and all them
You
places.
look like you're
So,
cold, dear.
I am chilly. Yep. Been outside all day.
Yes, we
Marshall,
have.
how are you, my friend?
Hey, Marshall.
Glad to have you all here with us.
And fellow
Flying's
Canadian.
Good. All right, that's good. Mr. Willie says, "Hey, Popeye the Snowman and Miss Sizzle."
Popeye the Snowman.
Yeah.
He does look chilly, doesn't he?
Lisa said, "Hey, good evening. I figured out that those masks were from us." Okay. Well, there you go, Lisa.
Okay, Lisa.
We did not know,
Thank
so thank you. Lynette, how are you?
Hey, Lynette.
Glad to have you here.
Good to have you.
Again, Wind River, we're glad that you are here for sure. Let me see. Who else we got in here?
Old Man King.
Hey, Peter, Old Man King. How are you doing?
Welcome.
Good evening to you, sir. And my friend, my faithful friend, John Bailey. Howdy.
Bailey.
Glad that you're here. Wind Rider says it's snowing big flakes. Where are you at, Wind Rider?
Washington.
Oh, that's right, too. I'm sorry. Forgive me. And my eyes are a little, from this distance, I can't really see if they're too clear on the screen.
We're both sitting here in our rockers.
And I've had sawdust blowing in my eyes all day. So there you go. And yeah, we're both sitting here rocking. You don't even know you're rocking. Did anyone notice that? You get in a rocking chair and you just start rocking and you don't even know you're doing it?
It's in the subconscious.
It is. You just start. So
Well, I know I'm happy to be in this rocker.
yeah.
And you are too.
Yeah.
We've had a busy few days. We'll share some updates, I'm sure, later.
Patty said it's almost 40 degrees Fahrenheit today and a sunny day. You know what? We had a beautiful day here as well. It warmed up a little bit
It
to...
was 32 here.
Yes, 32, which is
But beautiful.
0. Yeah.
Clear blue sky.
Yeah.
No wind, because we've been having a lot of wind.
Wind Rider heard about us from Mountain Life. Well, we're so glad that you
Mountain
came
Life,
in.
David and Kelsey.
Yeah. So we're
thank
glad
you.
that you came in, and they're
you.
great people at Mountain Life.
Yes,
we
they
enjoy
are.
them,
They
and
sure are.
great
young couple.
folks. So yeah. So just if you're new here to the channel, I'm Tony. My wife is Joni, and we are up here in northern Canada, and we are building a homestead from scratch in the middle of a snowstorm and winter, and it's a
While
challenge.
we live in our tent.
While we live in our tent.
I'm sure you
So,
all have heard that.
Yeah,
a
but
lot of
that's,
folks are finding that very intriguing.
Yeah, we are. That's why you see everything the way it is. We are in a tent.
But we are quite comfortable.
Yeah, it's
Really?
yeah.
I mean, there are things you have to adjust to, obviously.
Paul says it's better to be sitting in your rocker than off your rocker.
I like that. That's the truth.
For
Some days
sure.
we feel like we're off the rocker.
Yeah. Georgette, how are you? How are you doing? Glad that you're here with us tonight.
Georgette, very sweet, sweet lady.
Mr. Willis says, what funny thing did Joni say today?
I actually did. What was it, Tony, out there today? I don't
We,
know.
Wind Rider, we are actually up in New Brunswick, Canada. And it is very cold, and we are very, very much off grid and building our new homestead from the ground up. And yeah, so you can follow our story on our channel, Creekside.
We are racing
Maples.
winter. Winter
But,
is right breathing down our necks.
Well, we've already got some snow on the ground,
Mhm.
and it was so cold the other night. Minus 17, wind was blowing. It was crazy. It really was. It was pretty cold, but I kept the fire going and lots of clothes on.
And we woke up to ice crystals inside the tent, on the walls,
Yeah.
ice above our heads, and frost. And I posted on Instagram, so if
Yeah.
you're not following us,
Yeah.
follow us on Instagram.
Marshall says I rock in my chair I rock in my desk chair and don't realize it half
That's
the
right.
time. I know, Marshall. I'm sitting in my desk chair and you just do it. Jesse, are we boring, Tony, that we are causing you to yawn? No, Jesse,
Oh,
and you
you
know
know
you're
that.
not. You know the answer
It's
to
just
that.
It's the fresh air,
It's that plus
hard work.
long hours all day long, hard at it, and then I'm up at night a lot,
Yeah.
keeping the fire going. I don't
Yes.
I don't sleep through the night.
Yeah.
I'm usually up every 2.5 hours.
The
or
only
so.
time he gets a decent night's sleep of late is if our temperature is a little milder and he doesn't
Yeah.
need to tend the fire.
Yeah.
Which we may have that again in a day or two. They're calling, perhaps, if the weather forecast is correct,
Yeah.
that it moderates.
Yeah. Wind Rider grew up in down East Maine. Okay.
Well, we're right on the border of Maine.
Yeah, we've got friends in Maine as well.
And we go over every week, every 10 days.
It does.
Cross over the border. We're that close. We have a P.O.
Yeah.
box in Maine,
It does
actually.
get cold. That's for sure. If you want to test your marriage, go off grid and live in a tent. Mr. Willie, that is the truth.
Mr. Willie, are you a prophet?
That is the truth. Because you're
We're
right on
doing
top
okay,
of
though,
each
aren't we,
other,
dear?
left, right, and center all day long. But the thing with us is that I'm outdoors all the time. I am. I get up and I get to work, and so I'm not underfoot. I stay busy. It was so cold that the young thugs even picked up their pants. There you go, Jesse. That's how cold it was. Paul says, "Wind Rider, they have an awesome." Yeah, thank you for
Thank you, Paul.
updating
He's
her
so
there,
good
Paul.
at recapping. We need
Yeah.
to make Paul our official recapper.
Paul's our official
He's our
storyteller.
recapper.
Up late when you don't get any supper cooked. There you go, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse. Jesse, you've seen on Instagram I've been cooking him supper. What did I cook you tonight?
Yeah, we had a good supper tonight, and we actually had some company.
We did.
Chelsea was here, and she brought Judy,
and
over with
Judy
her.
was
and,
here.
So we had an excellent supper of roast chicken and taters and.
Onions and veggies
Oh.
and beets.
Please forgive my yawning, but again, I get tired.
Anyhow, I cooked it all right here behind us.
Yep.
On this, our tent stove has got a flat top.
Yep.
And
Fire ain't hurting itself too much right now.
I cooked it in our Dutch oven.
Hey,
and
Ronald, how are you, my friend?
Hello, Ronald.
Glad that you're here.
And I want to say, anyone that has any great Dutch oven recipes that are tried and true that have worked for you, I'm particularly looking for a Dutch oven bread recipe. Send it to us, please.
Wind Rider, we cross at Holton. That's where we normally go across there. What's your name, Wind Rider, if you don't mind me asking? Annette says, I'm glad something keeps the pants up. Shit, okay. Matt, might be too early to tell, but motorhome long term or tent long term?
Motorhome, what's he mean?
Well, we should be out of the tent and in the house. I would think if all things go well and we can get things closed in, I can see us realistically being out of the tent and into the house in another 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
Now that doesn't
Yes.
mean everything's boarded in and everything's insulated and everything. That just means that we actually just have the studs up and we'll wrap them in plastic or something, or some kind of greenhouse plastic, and then put the trusses on the roof and cover them in plastic. At least it keeps the elements out. And then we can go from there and start, putting some insulation in. We'll put a stove in. At least that's the biggest thing. It's to get it up off the ground. That sort of thing.
Because something else we're finding, it's not so much that the floor is cold, it really isn't. But what we're finding, I mean, I personally am, is it's uneven. And I find after about, 7, 8 o'clock at night, my back is just really starting to be sore and ache. And I think it's from just walking on this floor.
Yeah.
Now that it's dark early, obviously we're inside because we can't work outside.
Yep.
So
she does, Jesse. She cooks when company shows up. What can I say? I don't know what else.
Yep. So Jesse, when you and Lisa come up, I'll cook for you.
Yeah. Yes. Judy was here with Chelsea. Paul. Must be why Mr. Woolley missed her at home.
I'm sure she's gonna be in here in a minute saying hi to y'all.
Yeah. There's the address right there in Creekside, Maples. Our address in the U.S. post office box, and you can send anything you'd like to send right to there, and we will gladly pick it up. And we appreciated all the mail that's come in.
Oh, thank you guys so much.
We want to say a great big thank you as well to everybody that helped us purchase the sheeting for the floor last week.
Yes.
We got it, and the floor sheeting is installed.
Yes.
So keep watching the videos.
There's
We're
your first
caught
update.
up. We're getting caught up on the videos, so
it's exciting.
The next video out will be us putting in the posts and beams, and that's a great video. It shows you kind of how we did it. So
it is a great video, and anyone that loves some craftsmanship, you're gonna enjoy that video.
Yeah. Chelsea says, hello everyone, sorry we were late, just got home, busy day. Yeah, Chelsea was here. Mr. Willis says, it is so cold, gang members are taking the summer off. There you go. Wind Rider says, my mom lived in Holton for years until just last month. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's where we go over across every week.
That's what I told her,
Yeah.
Tiny Tim, how are you, my friend?
Good evening, Tiny Tim.
Glad that you're here with us. Matt Smith says there are not too many that could hold a candle to Aunt Jay's cooking.
Aww.
Yeah, she's a good cook.
Thank you, Matt. I don't think I'm that great of a cook, but thank you.
Yeah. Joni's getting a sore back. Tony, get off her back, says Paul. German, how are you, my friend? Iron Board.
Welcome
Friends,
in.
family of ours from Nova Scotia,
Yes.
actually. Ben's Over Acres saying, hello, Ronald, are you putting the bales under the platform for extra insulation? We're going to actually close in around the platform first, and it'll be insulated. That's kind of the plan. But first, we're just going to try to get it wrapped and keep the wind from blowing up underneath of it the best that we can. And we have to prioritize what we want to get done. Honestly, we don't even know what we're putting on the walls yet on the outside because we don't have it. So we're just going
to start working with what we do have.
Going from there, we'll get the walls up first, and then go from there. Georgette says, Tony and Joni are so wonderful. I have really enjoyed watching you through your journey. Thank you, Georgette.
Thank you, Georgette.
You're so sweet.
That means so much.
Yeah.
So much.
We appreciate everyone.
Oh, you guys are just the best. You really are.
Dwayne says, has it dried up or just froze up? Or dried out or just froze up? Basically, it just froze up. It just froze up, which is not, I'm okay with that. It's cold and it makes it a little harder because our batteries on our tools really wear out faster and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But honestly, at least I can get up over the field to the house. because before we couldn't. So yeah. Anyway, hey Judy.
Hey, Mom.
She says, hi everyone, sure is nice to hear from y'all. Sorry you missed me.
Aw.
Y'all missed me. And but anyway, you know it's cold, like I said, but it's it is what it is. It is better than mud. That is the truth.
Yes, it is.
I got so tired of that mud. It was
Yeah.
horrendous.
And it's so nice now that we do have the floor done.
Yeah.
We're working up there on it now. That's what we
Yeah,
did
today was the first day that I was able to get up off the ground and do some
Yeah.
work. So
So
exciting. You know, we've got lots of footage coming, and we're going to do some drone footage so that you
Yes.
can see overhead stuff and
Yes.
everything.
Super
I
excited
just got to
about
find
that.
my viewer for my drone. I think
It's
I
in
know
a box
where it's
somewhere.
at, but I
Probably
have
at
to
Mom's
find
house.
it first before I can use the
Yeah.
drone. So, but you know what? It's good. Paul says Tony was singing "Slip Sliding Away in the Mud." That's it.
Yes.
Oh, it was
And
awful.
our truck. I'll actually take a picture and post it on
My
Instagram.
poor truck.
It's just
covered.
it's
Yeah.
it's caked.
Well, we got stuck Friday night in the mud, and it was caked so bad that I just walked away from it. Well, then Saturday morning, it froze up because Friday night was the night that it got really, really cold. So it froze up, and then I went out to move it. Well, all that mud had frozen around the hubs and the wheels and everything. So I got it out, but now it vibrates like crazy because it feels like it's totally unlined in the wheel hubs and everything. So I've been trying to get the mud from out and around it so that it doesn't beat itself or me to pieces when I'm driving it. So no Ronald, no mud baths. Dixieland Homestead. How are you guys doing?
Welcome.
We're so glad you're here. Lots of new folks
Yes,
tonight.
lots of new folks.
And you know, if you're new to the channel, this is your first live, I'm Tony, and this is my wife Joni, and we do live in a tent. It's a big one, but we do live in a tent in Canada, up north, and we are building our homestead. We work on it every day, and we're sharing the journey with everybody that's here and watching our videos. Paul says, stop mud wrestling and let Joni's back heal. There you go. We are really...
We gotta have some fun though, right?
So we appreciate everyone that's watching the videos. The last couple of videos have done really, really well.
Yes.
The views are going up, and
Love.
we got new friends and family coming on board. Hey, Rayma, how
Hey,
are
Rayma.
you? There's our dear friend Rayma Martin.
Yes.
She's been so great
You guys
to help
see
us.
her in all our videos.
So great to be. Where are you from, Dixieland? Yeah, Jesse said they are only living the tentatively.
Yes.
Yeah, we are hoping to be at least in the shell of the house in another 2.5, 3 weeks. So anyway, it's a lot to hope for and wish for, but I push hard every day. Right, Paul? Oh man. But anyway, we are now getting the wall studs all trimmed up and ready to go to be put in place. Alabama, okay. Alabama is a
Nice.
beautiful place.
Nice.
Don't forget to like the video. Thank you, Matt.
That's
Appreciate
right.
that. Thumbs up.
And give us thumbs up. Please give us thumbs up on this live.
Yeah, thumbs
if
up
you're
is so
only
awesome.
here even just for a short while.
Yep.
That's a big help to us. Just click that.
Well, Jarman, Iron Board 3 weeks is Christmas, and that's going to be cold weather. But you know what? It's cold anyway, so...
But you know what?
nothing
Iron
we
Board,
can do
we
about it.
gotta have faith and hope, right?
Yep.
It can be mild.
Nomads on their own land.
It can be mild. The Lord has given us some really good days
Yeah.
to work.
The days have been nice. I mean, they're sunny.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm the type that cold weather, unless the winds, when the wind's just whipping at you, chilling you to the bone, that's one thing. But we've woken up to some beautiful mornings. I shared a couple on
Yes, you did.
Instagram.
Yes. I'm proud of him. He made a couple of reels all by himself.
Yeah. But it warms up through the day. The sun comes out. we put on a lot of clothes. We really layer up,
Yeah.
you know, and all of that. And so, you know, I stay active, building and everything. So, you know, and sometimes I'll build a fire, just a little fire down where we're working, just to kind of take the chill off so you can get over to it
Yeah.
and warm up every now and again, warm
Yeah.
your hands, you know.
That's really nice on a cold day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am going to get this house built one way or the other. I'm going to get it done. So.
Yep. And anyone that's been with us for any length of time, I think you totally believe him, right? You know Tony will do it.
Yeah. Thank you, Paul. 40 watching, 18 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. That helps so much.
Let's get 40. We're at the 42 right now. Hey, Jesse, you're the auctioneer. Get that going for us, please.
Chelsea says, my toes are still thawing out, but it was a lovely day at the homestead. Well, thank you, Chelsea, for coming out.
She worked out with her dad, and I visited with my mom here in the tent for a while. That was nice.
Roberta wants to know how my shoulder is. Depends on what day you ask.
I ask them all the time, Roberta.
The one that my left one, you all know the story of the accident and all that. So, yes, Rima, with the help of the Lord. But
Amen.
So I have 4 or 5 screws in this one where they repaired it, and so I have to be careful. But it's doing well. Yeah, 24, 24, 24. Can I get a 42? So Roberta, it's doing good. There are days it aches and it's sore, but I know my limits with it. The one that hurts more is now my right one. But honestly, I just kind of put the pain out of my mind, and I just keep working. That's what I do. But thank you, Roberta, for asking. You know, we're gonna get there. We really are. I just have to be smart. You know, when I lift things, I realize I can't lift them high up over my head, so I have to use ladders. You know, things like that. So, but we're gonna get there. Chelsea said, yes, I joined the construction crew for the day, and Nana booked the nature tour with Joni. Yeah, that's it, Paul. I see how it is, Chelsea. You show up and your mom hides inside. There you go.
That's how it is. That's right. So, Mom, can you come back in a couple days?
Yeah. Gonna get 43. I'd love to see this chat get up over 50, 55, and 60.
Oh, yeah, we're at 44.
Oh, we can get there. We can get there. So, yeah, you know, and any other updates?
I was just thinking that. What else? Seems like we had something else we wanted to share.
Yeah, I can't remember. That cold can't be helping that arm. It's not, Marshall,
No.
you know. We have a lot of
just
aches and pains.
We
but,
do. But we just...
You know, and we're not old, but we're not young either. You know,
I'm spring chicken.
I'm 55 years old doing this, and it's a good thing God gifted me with a strong back.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't have that, there's no way I could have got this far.
That's right.
If you're new here and you want to see where we're coming from, look at where we dug the holes and put the footings in. That's all done by hand, so it's quite a thing. Tom Fillmore, hey Tom, my friend.
Tom, another fellow Canadian. Tom's not that far from us.
Well, Mr. Higgins wanted to say hello to the puppies.
Aww.
Well, hello, Mr. Higgins.
The little ones are asleep on the bed. Of
Yeah.
course, the big dogs are outside asleep.
That's it, Lynette. Powering through wears you down, but it has to be done. That is it.
That's right. That's right, Lynette. And Lynette, we know you're currently looking after your mom.
Yep.
And
but you know, you just have to stop and
everyone
take breaks.
has things that they're powering through, right?
Chelsea said, I didn't do half bad, Paul. Just don't ask me to measure any boards. Yeah. I asked Chelsea to measure the thickness, and she came back with 2 inches. And I said, no, the width, 5.5. Paul said, Tony, you put me to shame doing what you're doing. I used to have a strong back until my spine started to crumble. I hear you, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one disc in my back that's bad.
Yeah.
But there's, again, no one's going to build this for us.
No. People are not lining up to.
No.
But that's okay. We are so appreciative of the people who have come to help.
Yeah.
But we know everyone on here. You guys help us every week.
All the
just
time.
by being here and chatting, and
Yeah.
you encourage us so much.
Yeah, Mr.
You
Willie
really
said,
do.
I thought Tony was 25. Yeah, I wish.
He is, Mr. Willie, believe me.
That was 35 years ago, right, Paul? Dwayne says, I got a backhoe, so digging the holes won't be the fun you had. There you go, Dwayne. Just do a couple just for fun, eh? Oh, hey, Tony, I see the tent pole is still standing. It is, Judy. You know, you didn't knock it over. I mean, I know you're tempted to do that little dance around it, but,
Yes.
you know, what can I say?
We tried to convince them to stay and
Yeah.
Be on live stream, you know.
Yeah,
And maybe
yeah.
Mom could be entertaining, but
Judy's dancing around the pole.
they
Oh, my.
they had to head on out.
Yeah, but it was good to have company. We had another couple friends stop in
did.
today as well.
Yes,
And,
all the way from Quebec.
Yeah,
They're down here, and
Yeah.
they stopped in and
yeah,
And
and lifelong friends. We've known
lifelong
them
friends,
a long
and
time.
they follow our story on our channel,
Yeah. Yep.
and they just were so just cheering us on
Yep.
for our progress, and so yeah, we've had a great day.
Yeah, Judy. Paul said, it's not 2 surgeries already. I have to wait until retirement age for the big one, so then I have pain meds to ease it. Paul, we'll be
no.
praying for you.
We'll be praying for
Mr.
you, Paul.
Jim.
Hey, Mr.
2
Jim.
thumbs up, one from me, one from the other guy.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so
Thank
awesome,
you.
Mr. Jim.
And Mr. Jim, we hope you are well. You've made it through all the nasty
Yeah.
weather that was in your area.
Yeah, and again, thank you everybody. Last week, you guys all came together and helped us get the flooring, the sheeting for the floors, for the floor, and we were able to get it. And so we are moving forward on that. So it's so good.
Yeah.
Again, every
We're so
day,
grateful,
I stood
so
out there
grateful.
today at the end of the day, and Joni was there, and I just thought, how am I going to get this done? What are we going to put this? How are we going to put this around there? And you know what? We're just going to let God do it, and let people, you know, do what they do best, and
Well,
that's all we can do.
To quote Jesse, what's he always say? You all type it. You all type it. I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah, God
Everyone who's
knows.
in here every week, type what Jesse says to us.
Lynette, are you going to move the tent inside when you get the walls done? We thought about it, Lynette. That was the original plan, but I'm thinking, I think the tent's just as cozy where it's at, honestly.
Yeah.
Down on the
would
ground,
be,
it's more sheltered.
and it would be more work to move it at this point.
But at this
Yeah.
point, I think if we can put up with the tent life for another couple of weeks or so,
Yep.
it's very good possibility that we could be in the shell of the house anyway.
Yes.
At least be in it, and it won't be insulated, but
No.
it will have, I'll put the stove in it,
Yep.
and we'll have it wrapped with house wrap, hopefully. So you know what, if that's the case, then we'd be better off just doing what we're doing until we get the house wrap on the house and move into that, because
Yeah.
then we'd have the bigger wood stove,
Yes.
and we have more space,
More room. Yeah.
room,
Yeah.
and I can do all the work, the windows and insulation. I can do all that from the inside,
Mm-hmm.
as you know, as the funds become available, and that's kind of what we're looking at right now. So James Schulenberg, the other Mister, 2 thumbs up for one from me, from the other guy, whatever his
We
name is.
appreciate
Yeah.
it so much.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, Cindy Brown.
Hi, Cindy. What does she
How
mean
are
she
you?
can't
Hi,
tag?
can't tag.
Oh, must be the device she's on.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be. So, but
Okay.
we're glad
We're
that
glad
you're
you
here.
are here.
How are you? 31, 31, 31. Do I hear
Come
44?
on, Jesse. He can do it.
We're at
45.
Can we get 45 thumbs up? If you haven't hit the thumbs up, go ahead, hit that thumbs up. Annie's Kitchen, how you doing? All the way from
Hi,
Australia.
Annie. Good morning.
So glad that you're here. Let me see. The world comes together in this. It does, Ronald. It seems like we're all coming together in this, and you guys make it happen for us every week, and your gifts and your giving, and every week you guys send PayPal.
Yes,
Every
we
week you
do.
guys help, whether it's gas for the generator, nails and screws and connectors,
Yes.
or flooring,
Yes.
or boards. Every
Yes.
week you guys, our PayPal account gets some funds in it, whether it be
Which
$10.
we put to good use to build this house.
Yeah. Well, everything goes to the house.
Yeah. Yep.
We don't shop. We don't eat out. We don't do any of those things. We put everything into this house.
That's it.
And you guys, it literally is. It was the land that love bought, and it's the house that love builds.
That's right.
So
That's
we
right.
thank everybody, and that's such a true statement. Ronald, I love that. The world comes together here.
I do too.
That is so good.
That is,
it really
you should
is.
write that down.
Yeah.
You should write that down.
Patty wants to know, do we have a floor plan yet? We do.
We do.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And so, but it's hard to share it to make sense of it. But we do kind of have a floor plan. Yep. It's going to be a totally open concept, and there will be a loft up overhead, over top of the bedroom and stuff. It's just a small house, just for Joni and I, but it's big enough for us. It'll heat easy. We're excited. You know,
especially
we are.
now walking on that floor. I was sweeping the floor of my house yesterday.
Yeah.
And today, as soon as we went out and got out to work, we don't have steps, obviously, but we've got makeshift steps.
Yeah.
And we were joking, saying we have to knock the snow off our feet before we come in the house, going
Yeah.
up and down.
Tim said, so yesterday I used A at the end of a sentence when talking to someone. Too much time spent with Canadians. A.
I love that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I don't say it that much, but Tony says it
Yeah.
all the time. You guys caught him saying that?
Can we get to 50? We're at 49. Think we can get to
Hey,
50?
yes, we can.
Thank you, Jesse, for sharing the PayPal.
Thank you, Jesse and Lisa.
There were a couple that asked, hey, Mike Pierce, how are you?
Welcome, Mike.
Some folks were inquiring about, you know, the sheeting. How can they, did we get enough money for it? Can they give? Do we need more? And the quick answer to that is yes.
Yes.
The sheeting that we bought last week, or raised money for last week, was simply for the floor. So if you want to buy, if you didn't get in on that and you want to, or you wanted to, but you didn't think there was a need for it anymore, we don't know what we're putting on the wall, on the outside of the house, on the walls yet. We have to board it in somehow or cover it in. So basically what we're going to try to do is put 1/2 inch OSB on the outside once we get the walls up. And so we're going to need about 40 sheets at least. So that's just a starting point. But we're not putting 5/8 on. We're going to use 1/2 inch, which will save us some money. So it'll be probably somewhere around the vicinity of $32 a sheet, I think, $34 or $33 a sheet for that. So if you were wondering about that and you wanted to get in on that, feel free. It's there. We'll talk more about it later, but that's just out there. So Mr. Willie says the floor plan is whatever Joni tells Tony to build. There you go. Mr. Willie, Judy's talking to you.
Oh, look at that, Mr. Willie. And
Yeah.
Jesse. And
Yeah,
Lisa.
and Lisa.
Look at the emojis she's using.
I see that. Wow, look at her go.
Wow. Wow.
That's it, Marshall. We can always add on at a later date.
Yeah, if required. But I don't think we will need to.
No.
Because we've even talked about, in time down the road, when the house is finished, we will build a detached garage.
Well, that's a long ways down the road.
A long ways. But my point is, we've talked and we said, when that occurs, we'll do kind of like a separate mudroom breezeway joining the house and the garage. And I love that idea, because then that doesn't infringe on our square footage.
Yep.
And I see someone asked about the size.
What size cabin is it? The footprint is 20. I believe it's 26 or 28. I think it's 26 by. I know it's 30 long and 26 wide.
I was gonna say, I can't believe you just don't know that
I think.
right off the top of your head.
Yeah, Tim, you may be right. I can't remember now. I've punched so many numbers lately, but
Yes. I'll tell you who else would know if he's in here is Paul, Bearded Carpenter, because I know you've called and talked with him a few times.
But it's a good size.
Can I have a sip of
It's
your
like
drink,
900 square feet of living space. So that's, for us, that's all we need.
That's
it's
all
just
we
the
need.
two of us. We don't want anything real big to have to look
That's all
after.
we need.
We don't want anything really large to have to heat.
Yeah, and maintain.
Maintain it. It's going to be solar,
Right.
all that. So,
Yep.
yeah. Hey there, Dave Gibson. How are you, my friend Dave and Sandy?
Dave and Sandy.
Glad that
we
you
hope
guys
Sandy's
are here.
feeling better.
Yep.
David, I hope she is.
Mr. Willie says, hello, sweetheart.
There you go, Mom. There you go, Mom.
Chelsea says, Nana's spending the night at the Long B&B. She's having a great time this evening.
Good for her.
Well, good. She went over to Chelsea and Zach for
She's
the
at
evening.
Chelsea and Zach.
Hey, Tim, surviving Maine.
Maine.
He said, you just got set down.
Okay.
Awesome. We're glad
we're
you're
so
stopping
glad you're
in.
here.
For sure. We had 50.
Woo!
Let's see if we can get over. I bet you we get to 60 tonight.
What's our thumbs up at?
I don't know.
Somebody tell us.
Paul says, Joni wants the garage to have a second floor for visitors also. Yeah.
That's a great idea, though.
That is actually a good idea.
That's an excellent idea.
Right now, I'm just trying to get. I want to hold this for a second. I got to turn the fire down a bit.
Sure.
I'm just trying to get what we got, get built, what we need to get built right now.
He's swiveling around.
Yep.
Yeah, but I love that idea, Paul. Thank you for that. That's something I'm sure we'll definitely consider. So we have 38 thumbs up. Oh, come on, you guys. We need to get up to 50.
Yeah.
Look at Mom and Mr. Willie having a little conversation.
Wow, you're taking my breath away. Look at the emoji.
Wow, Mom, I didn't even know you knew how to use emojis.
Let me see. Dwayne, are you going to have the Sugar Shack built before the sap starts running? Dwayne, I wish I could say yes, but I doubt it.
No.
We're going to be so focused on trying to get this house at least some kind of semblance of a house up and get we're going to have to get some insulation in and stuff like that. Oh, the honkin' cow, Christy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christy.
We appreciate that so much, Christy.
We miss you so much.
We do.
But in reference to that question, Dwayne, no, we won't, because even if the house was finished right now and we were in it, the next project would be chicken coop.
Well, we wouldn't be building that until the spring.
Well, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't build it now, but that would be next on the list as soon as weather was permitted.
We're just going to set the homestead up. We're going to have.
That's it.
You know, we'll have chickens and goats, and we want to get back to raising the hogs again. And all the things that we had to walk away from before. So Ronald says visitors will be intense to relive the early days. There we go. That's it. We'll give them the feel for how we did it.
I like that. That's a great idea.
Oh, for sure. Let me see. Yeah, Cindy says thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notifications. That's the truth.
Thank you, Cindy.
Mr. Willie, Judy is a beautiful angel. Sure. Hey, two old people on the couch, Mark and Debbie. Hey, guys.
Mark and Debbie. Good evening.
Good
How
evening.
are you guys?
I don't know if you guys knew it, but we mentioned you guys in a video about, 3 videos ago now?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah,
so,
it's the one where we're doing the outdoor structure.
Well, we done a few.
Yeah, you're right. But
anyway, we did mention you guys.
Yeah, we did. At the end of it, we did a funny little clip and we mentioned you guys. So we hope you
when
seen
we
it.
built the little tarp building.
Yeah.
Chelsea says, "Will we be seeing Mr. Willie at Christmas?" Roberta, how are you?
Hi, Roberta.
So glad you stopped in.
Thank you for coming.
God bless you for being here. Thanks, Christy. We love you.
We love
praying
you, Christy.
for you, and
we miss you so much.
You know, and everything you got going on there. We miss you. We do.
For those who don't know,
you.
we used to live in Missouri, and the honking cow, we were neighbors.
Yep.
Right across the road. She's got a beautiful ranch.
Yep.
And we had some good times.
We did, and no better neighbors.
No better neighbors.
Best ever.
Christy and her cousin.
Paul says Chelsea Long only if you see him sneak and go to Nana's window.
Too funny.
Any questions? If you're new here, if you got any questions, feel free to ask them.
Ask
we
away.
don't mind answering questions.
Ask
we have nothing
away.
to hide, and what you see is what you get with us. So just add another place to the table. Hey, Paul, the bearded carpenter.
Hey,
how are you?
Paul, I figured you would be in here.
Yeah. Glad to have you here. Ronald, take care, my friend. Thanks for being here.
Good
You got to
night.
remember, Ronald's in
The UK.
Netherlands,
Yeah.
and it is real
like
late for
2
him.
or 3 in
So,
the morning
yeah, it
for
is.
him.
And he
So
always stops in to say hello.
he does, and we
So
appreciate it
we
so
sure
much.
do. You take care, my friend. Mr. Willie, I could never visit Canada because I can't handle the weather. There you
Well,
go.
Mr. Willie, you can come in the summertime.
Come this summer. Roberta, our foundation pillars are wonderful. They're in the ground, and they are now holding up the pillars and posts and everything else. So
Yeah.
the next video out will show you what we have done with the pillars and posts and the next stage of the game there. So yeah, it's come along really, really well, and at least we're out of the mud for right now anyway.
Yeah.
So
That was just so. That was a trial of
yeah,
trials.
for sure.
Digging those holes, pumping them out. Oh, we thought we'd never get through it.
Tim says 9 haven't hit the thumbs up. Come on, hit that, hit that. John says, how long do y'all think it'll take to finish the house? To do everything we want to do, John,
A few years.
yeah, it'll be a year and a half process at least.
Well, good
2
for
years.
you. I was thinking maybe 3 or 4.
If I stay right at it, but once we get it livable, then there's other projects that we have to do as
That's
well.
it. That's
In
it.
the spring, we're looking at the chicken coop, we're looking at the pig pen, the goat pen, the market stand. We
All
also
kinds of
have to
things.
get the garden going.
The sawmill
The
up.
sawmill has to be put back up, and
All
I'm
that
going to
stuff.
build a roof over the sawmill.
Yeah.
Like, all of these are projects that we have to get done here.
So we can generate income here,
again.
like we were
Yeah.
doing before.
Exactly.
You all know that,
Yeah.
or the ones that have been with us. How at our old property,
Yeah.
we were self-sufficient, and we
Yeah.
sold maple syrup, and of course we sold our eggs weekly. We sold our pork. We sold our chicken.
Yeah.
In season, we sold. We had a huge market garden.
When we lost,
so we did all of that, plus the sawmill.
yeah,
The sawmill was.
yeah, and when
you
we
know,
had to shut everything down, when we lost all the property and all that, it just was very, it took everything.
everything.
And so now we don't have, this channel is what is our lifeline right now.
It
So,
is.
and we appreciate everyone. Yeah, God brought you to it, and He'll bring you through it. That is the truth, Patty.
true, Patty.
And He has, and
Very
He's going
true.
to, and He's
Oh,
continuing
absolutely.
to. So, but we're grateful for everybody. You know, and for
We are
those
so
that
grateful.
for those that don't think we work, you come follow me for a week. I think you'll change your mind.
Well,
We work very hard.
ask Chelsea. She was here today. Ask Zach. Ask
Yeah.
Rayma. Rayma, you're
Yeah.
still in here, and Rayma, Lord willing, is coming on Saturday.
And the homestead is our work, and it's
Yeah.
you know, when it's up and running, we that's we have the market garden, we have the chickens that we sell, we have the pork
Yeah.
that we sell, we have the laying hens and the eggs and all of that stuff. So when He sold it from under you, He stole your lives. We're trying to give you them back. Thank you so much, Paul.
That is very true, Paul.
Thank you. And you know
Paul
what?
has a way of summing things up.
He
doesn't
does, and that means so much to us.
Yeah.
Because you guys do every week. You just lift us up a little higher, and
You
and
do. You breathe
Yep.
life into us. Is
and
what you do.
You encourage us.
Yeah. You
You know,
ouch.
I
You
just
breathe.
gotta turn the heat down a
Oh,
little
Tony,
bit.
it's hot back there. You breathe life into us. Yes, Chelsea is quite the instigator, for sure. And that is right, Jesse. God knows. That's the saying I was referencing back like 20 minutes or so ago when I said, what is it Jesse always says? He says, God knows.
Hey, Jan,
Hey, Jan!
my friend Jan.
Jan, you're just in time for some games.
Yeah, yeah. But so yeah. So any other questions before we change
can
it up
start
here a
our
little bit? And again, if you're
fun.
new here, you know we play lots of games and do lots of crazy stuff and everything else. So, how far is the ocean from y'all? Well, let me see.
Stop and think, where would be the closest?
The river is just across from our driveway.
Yeah.
There's a
we
lake.
see that every day.
There's a lake behind us that you can walk to.
But as far as the Atlantic Ocean, what would it be, Tony? I guess it'd be down by St.
And
Stephen.
probably St. Stephen out
St.
by St.
Andrews.
Andrews. So
Like
about an hour and a half.
Yeah, about an
About
hour
an
and
hour
a
and a
half.
half. So we were 15 minutes from it. Now we're an hour and a half from it, but that's okay.
The same ocean.
Yeah, same ocean. So yeah.
Well, and then but think of Fisherman 506. That's the same ocean too. We go
Yeah.
that direction.
That's further though.
It's further.
It's much
Yeah.
further. It's 2.5, 3 hours
Yeah.
down
So the
there.
closest would
Yeah.
be the other way.
Mike Pierce, got to give you 2 kudos. Many would have thrown in the towel by now. God has blessed you both, and I believe God will continue to bless you both because you always give it back to Him. Thank you so much, Mike. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
You know, we try to. We
Dwayne
really
says
do.
you work all day, all 4 hours of it right now. Yeah, yeah. It's the days are short. That's the truth. But I get up. You know, I'm usually up 6. And you know, we have breakfast and everything, and then I try to get out to work around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Get all the tools ready to go.
We do if the weather is permitting
yeah.
us. I mean, if it's sleeting.
Mr. Willie, y'all wouldn't have money problems if Tony come out of retirement and start arm wrestling again.
I know. That's right.
Paul,
Mr.
we do
Willie.
have it down. Yes, sir.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, what a great feeling it is.
I purposefully haven't been sharing that on Instagram because I don't want to totally give it away. You know, wait for the video.
Chelsea says, yes, hard work indeed. All I did was help Dad cut some boards, so I didn't do too much. But these guys put in long days for sure. That's the truth. We do. Let me see.
I think you missed some. Oh, Vineyard Farmhouse is bring on the game.
Yeah, we will in just a few minutes here. Other side of the bay. That's right, Tim.
That's right.
Chelsea says the long B&B has been busy this week. Also had breakfast guests yesterday. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Yes, we had breakfast at Chelsea and Zach's yesterday. We had to go to town to get some nails or
Yeah, we ran out of
screws or
stuff.
something like that.
Put the sheeting down, so we had to make a run and go get some of that stuff. So but it's all good. Yeah, Paul, Peter Carpenter, we're glad too.
So glad.
So now I spent the afternoon getting the studs ready to put in for the walls and the plates and the headers and all that stuff. So just done some cutting, stuff to fit. But anyway, Lynette has to go. Take
Good
care,
night.
Lynette. Thank you so much.
Good night, Lynette. Thank you.
Zach just left for hockey, the little fartlek.
The little fartlek. That was last week's
last
weird
week's
word.
Yeah. But anyhow, yeah. Any other questions at all before we change? Hey, Barb.
Hello, Barb.
How you doing? 52 in here. That is so awesome.
What are we at for thumbs up, guys?
Wow, that's great that you ended up close enough to the family to pop in now and again.
It is, Paul. It's
yeah.
so nice.
Yeah.
Like today, Chelsea and Mom drove over. So it is. It's so nice.
Tim says Jan broke her hand and has cast. So hard for her to type. Oh, I have to use voice typing, Jan.
Oh
so
no, she
sorry to
broke
hear
her
that.
hand. Jan,
That's awful. How'd you do that?
what happened?
Paul wants to know if I'm going to have help raising the walls.
I hope so, Paul.
Yeah, I'm going
otherwise...
to have me and Joni. That's what we've got.
And the man upstairs.
And the man upstairs.
I really hope we do. I really hope we do. Because
I'll figure it out.
they're 10 foot.
What are the walls?
Yeah.
The walls are 10 foot high.
10 foot high. That's
but
what I
they're
meant.
30 feet long.
I know. 10 feet high.
So Marshall, Tony, where do you get your lumber? Home Depot. I actually cut all my own lumber.
Yes.
Marshall, I milled. So far, I've been able to use all the lumber that I've milled.
Yeah.
So I haven't had to buy any. So that's been really, really, what a cost saver that has been.
Yes.
That, the best thing I did was take the time to start milling
That's
that
right.
lumber. Yeah.
That is right. Before we had to tear the mill down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so as you all know, in our journey of how we moved, we did a 6-hour move, in location change, and we didn't hire anybody. We didn't rent a truck, like a big truck for all to get it all done. We did it ourselves with our truck and our trailer. Rama helped. Fisherman 506 came and helped.
Yep.
But we made many trips.
Yep.
It was like what?
I
6
don't know.
weeks
It
of
was
trips,
so
or
many. It
you
took
know.
us a long time to move.
But in that process, every trip up, we would bring lumber.
Yeah, so that's kind of, so far I've had all the lumber for the posts, the beams. I've had all the floor joists that I needed, and all my rim boards, bands, whatever you call them. And I have a lot of the studs for the walls. I'm not sure I have enough.
Yeah.
And I hate the thoughts of that, to have to buy lumber.
Because we need, what did you say, 80 some?
Yeah, I need 20, about 25, 50. I'll need about 80 or so studs, and then of course you need your plates, and I'm putting a double header up, so I need those. So I really need about 100, probably 2x6. So we'll see where we come out. Chelsea says, I don't typically have free time during the day, but this week I do. So I took the chance to pop in and see them and offer some help. We're glad to have you, Chelsea.
And that was very sweet, Chelsea.
Yeah. Paul says, can you raise the walls in section?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yes. What I'm going to do, Paul,
Yeah.
Peter Carpenter, is I'm going to, on the 30-foot runs, I'm going to do one 16 and the other 14. And do it that way, and I think that'll work okay. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah. Give us
should
your
I do?
thoughts.
I was thinking about doing two 15s and just join them in the middle, but then I thought, well, I've got 16 footers, so why not do my first wall at 16 and the other one at 14? I don't think it'll make any difference at all. So Jan says, I broke my hand and my wrist from a
Boy.
must have been fall she had in September. I thought it was sprained wrong, so I'll be listening tonight. Okay, Jan.
Oh,
well, we're glad you're
originally
here.
you thought it was just sprained, and then it turned out to be broken.
Be praying for that to heal up real
wow, Jan.
quick. What about the 4x8 sheet? Yes, I had to buy that, Marshall.
But he's asking where. So was it Home Depot?
Okay,
or?
yes. I bought the 4x8 sheets at a little building supplies place right just 10 minutes from here.
Local to us.
Local to us.
Which is great. We can support local business.
And they gave me a better price than I could get anywhere else. So
is
that's
it a chain?
where I bought
Like
it.
a chain store business?
It's Castle Building Centers, Topmar is what
Castle
it is.
Building Supplies.
Yeah. Let me see. Hey, Rebecca, touched by yarn. How are you?
Rebecca, welcome.
Paul says, sure, you can do that. You can leave out studs and put them in after you get the other section up. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to do.
Okay.
Leave my ends open, and then where my ends come together, I was going to kind of make one overlap. Well, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. And do it that way, and then add the two studs on the ends where they join. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So Jesse, if you do 30 1-footers, you can do it all by yourself, Tony. Yeah.
There you go. That's an option. I'll just film.
Right. But it'll be okay, I can I'll use 2x4s and braces, and one way or the other, I will guarantee you there will be walls standing.
It will be done.
This house will have walls standing this week. Dwayne says lay out the whole wall and raise in sections so the sheeting works out.
Yes.
That's what. Yeah.
Because that's what we
right,
did
Dwayne.
when we built our barn on our old property, and it was just the two of us.
Well, we didn't have sheeting.
We didn't have sheeting, but
No.
we did that in sections.
And I'd love to be able to put sheeting on the walls before I stood them up. It's much easier, but we don't have the sheeting. There's nothing we can do, so we can only do what we can do.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah.
Dixieland has to leave.
Let me see. Dixieland, I have to go for now. I enjoyed joining y'all. Hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Be blessed. Thank you, Dixieland.
Yes, it's American Thanksgiving.
It is. And,
this Thursday, right?
yeah. And we are so glad that you joined us from Alabama.
Yes, we are.
And be blessed. Have a great Thanksgiving. And thank you for being part of Creekside.
Thank you.
And
come back.
Yeah, come back and watch the videos. subscribe if you haven't. We appreciate it, Dixieland. We really do. Let me see here. What else are we missing? Dwayne lost more weight to raise also. Lots more weight to raise also. That is the truth, Dwayne. Yeah.
That's the truth. Very true.
Patty says treatment number 22 tomorrow. You keep going, girl.
Oh,
We're praying
Patty,
for you
that's
all the time.
awesome.
You got this. You got this, Patty.
That is awesome.
Hey, Darren.
Welcome. Was it Darren and Bridget?
Yeah, we're doing good, my friend. And thank you for the shout out on your video the other day.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. And your hot tub looks amazing. I don't know how you built that, but I need to talk to you about that.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't be surprised some morning if you go out and just see me sitting in it, okay?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's all good. So, but those are kind of some of the things we're doing. A good thing is I have to build steps up to it now to get up on the platform.
That is a good
So
thing.
it's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, we're excited about that. Excuse the noise in the background. That's a generator running.
Can you all hear it? I know you guys say you can't, but
we have to have that going. Jan, my producer Lisa must have given me bad intel, says Jesse. But anyway.
But stay tuned not only for house build videos, but we have some other videos coming out.
Some more mail calls.
Some mail calls.
Yeah,
we won't divulge anything, but you all just continue to amaze us with your kindness to us.
Yeah.
Since we got that American P.O. box, which we know it makes it so you don't have to ship to Canada.
Patty, it's great. It is awesome. You'll see it all on videos, girl. You
Yes.
really will. Well, I'm glad it doesn't make too much noise there, Paul. Keep the outside in a ½ inch and you don't have to hold the weight while nailing. Okay. That makes sense.
Dwayne's currently, or he was doing reno, wasn't he?
Yeah,
for
he's
family.
building, yeah. Thanks, Dwayne. Appreciate that,
That's a
man.
good tip.
Yeah. Mr. Willis says it's 42 in North Carolina. Ugh. Well, I'll tell you, it's minus
I don't know what it is.
3 or 4 here.
It's not too
tonight,
bad right
so.
now.
Yeah, it sounds like an old refrigerator. Low sound. Yeah. Paul says the noise in my background is grandkids playing boisterously. There you go.
Well, that's a great noise.
That's a great noise to hear for sure.
That's a great noise.
Yeah, for sure.
Grandkids playing.
Yeah.
How many grandkids do you have, Paul?
So what I decided to do today. No, we can't. Yeah, we can't hear them. Old man in the shop, built not bought. I love that name. I remember this guy. Are you doing a ledger or a drop girder? All right, you're going to have to. Now, for me, the ledger board goes around the outside. Is that what you're talking about? Because I'm not sure.
You call it something different, maybe?
Well, my ledger board goes around the side. But I don't know if that's what he's talking about or not.
So you need some clarification.
Yeah, but I love that old man in the shop, built not bought. That is one of the greatest names.
That's a great title.
There it is. Okay, good, Tim. Thank you. Christy says here a little. 8 all total.
8 grandkids.
8 grandkids.
Awesome.
Just said Mom and Dad won't be hearing that noise for a while. Grandkids, that is.
Yes, not
hey,
for a
Rochelle,
while.
how are you?
Rochelle, we
you
missed you last week.
We
I
did.
just want you to know.
Paul said the best noise in the world, the sound of a baby laughing. There you go.
Yes.
Rochelle says, hello, chat. I'm late because I was cutting out 3 sets of PJs. There
Wow. You go.
Yeah.
Are they for you or Christmas gifts?
Mike says they have 2 great grandkids there for a couple of days. That's awesome, Mike.
Awesome.
Rebecca Tusper Maple. Are you near Lori's World? Is Lori in Ontario?
Yeah.
I think she is.
Jesse will tell us.
And we're quite a ways from Lori's World.
A long way.
Yeah, that's like 20 hours, probably, something like that. Just needs to plug that. There you go, Paul. It would be a 2x10 outer band with a 2x2 on the bottom and 2x8 joists. Okay, what I did is we put the posts and beam, like I cut 6x10 beams that go on top of my posts that come up off the concrete footers, and then my main beams set across those, and then my joists, my floor joists, crisscrossed across those, so that they actually are sitting on top of those. What are they? What I say, 8x10 beams, so they can't move. They're very well supported. And then at the end of my floor joist on the outer rim band, I put a double rim band there, and then locked it in with some bracing and everything. So that's, I don't know if that helps explain it, but that's what I did anyway. And it's as solid can be.
Oh, it's very solid. Very.
Rochelle, you do not need to apologize.
No,
Family
my
time
goodness. I
is
just wanted you
always
to know
important.
we
So
missed you.
We just want you to know that we do notice.
That's
We
right.
do notice that.
That's right.
That's because we think that much of you.
Because there's nobody like Rochelle.
That's right. No, I haven't forgot about weird gifts from Amazon. Got some good ones for you tonight, Mr. Willie. Let me see.
So
Okay, we call that a drop
she's,
girder. Okay, good enough. Old man in the shop.
And Rochelle's making the PJs for Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I knew probably we're just using different terms for the same thing. Old man in the shop. But I just wanted to make sure I wasn't misleading anybody there, or I could explain it the way we did it here. So, but we're on the same page, and that's good. I just know it's solid. I put 6x6 bracing, and I cut them out so that they fit right into the beam itself. It's not going to go anywhere, that's for sure. Rebecca says, I'm trying to find someone to get her package to her. Okay,
that's why she was asking if we were near.
Yeah, I don't know where she's at, but
if somebody can tell us where Lori is located,
yeah. So,
but if she's in Ontario, no,
yeah,
we're a long ways from there.
Yeah.
But we're in New Brunswick.
52 watching, 49 thumbs up. Can we get the 50 thumbs up?
Wow, very
Oh
good.
man.
Rochelle says aw at what we said.
Yeah, it is. It's a fast way to frame. It really is. I mean, it didn't take me any time to get the floor joists up and fasten it all in. I'll tell you what took most time was putting all the cross braces between my floor joists.
Yes.
Cutting all of those short braces.
How many were there?
130 some braces I put in, and
you finished those
wow.
Saturday.
Oh
right?
man, I was never so glad to have them done. That's just tedious work right there.
But it is solid.
Yeah. Sure is quiet in here without me. Jan, you're with us. We know you're here. And you just have to
she can't type.
Just do voice type. Yeah, Lori, if she's in BC, that's a long
way.
That's as far
That's
west as you can go from us.
Because we are Eastern Canada.
Yeah, that's a long ways. It's a long ways.
That would be like going from Maine out to California, to give you guys a little bit of an idea.
Yeah, Jan has to do voice to text. I don't know if you can Google that way though. There you go, Paul.
Jan can't type fast. She won't be able to Google.
We love Jan. We do. She knows we love her.
She knows we love her.
Yeah, so.
I think they're ready for games, dear.
Well, everyone wants to do some games, so here we go. One thing I did tonight, a little different. The blocking will really tighten up the floor. It does. It really does.
Yeah.
And it locks those joists in so that they can't twist, they can't turn, they can't move. Your floor just is so much more solid when you put those in. It really is. I mean, anyone that builds a floor and they don't put cross bracing on those joists, they're just asking for trouble, that's for sure. It takes time, it's tedious work, but boy howdy, it certainly does tighten that floor up really good. So he's in Eastern North Carolina. Okay.
Oh, well, Mr. Willie's in North Carolina.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in North Carolina.
Yes.
We really have.
Who else in the chat here tonight?
Brian says takes him 7 hours drive to Ottawa.
Yes. Mike Pierce he lives in Mayberry, right? Mike Pierce, are you still in here? Did I get it correct?
Paul says he's in Toronto, or got friends in Toronto, but that's a long ways from us. It is. So It is. That's the thing about Canada that people
It's
don't
very,
get is
very
how
vast.
long, how wide it is. It's vast.
Big country.
And in the U.S., we love living in the U.S. And you can drive and cross into 3-4 states in no time. But up here, you can drive for 2 days and never cross a border. So it's crazy. Mike Pierce is from Mayberry.
Mayberry.
Yeah.
Yep. Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
I thought I did.
So we're going to do Let's Face It. And
You've been stumping them.
if
a
you're
few
new
times.
here, we like to play a few games. And one of the things we do is we put some faces up on the screen to see if people can guess who they are. Now, Mount Airy's is Mike. So North Carolina, that's where Matt is.
Oh, that's right, Matt.
So what
right.
I did today is I picked 3 faces that were in the news today. Morehead City. We've been in Morehead City.
We've been there.
Been there a few times. Yes,
Yes,
old man
right
in the
on the
shop.
coast.
What's your name, old man in the shop? If you don't mind me
I
asking.
think we asked him that before.
Yeah. Paul said, I've been to Canada and drove 2 days and stayed in the same state, in the same province.
Same
You're
province.
right, Paul.
Yeah. Especially
So-
out west.
These faces that I'm going to show you here tonight, the idea is to try to guess who they are. Put your answer down. Now, these 3, I'll do one at a time. Yes, BC is over by Washington
Yes,
State.
Rebecca.
I'm going to do one at a time, and these are all people that were in the news today.
All current events.
Yep.
So there you go. Who's a news
Okay.
person?
So these are all people that are in the news today. Now, Rochelle, you're not far from Toronto at all. Mark. Okay. Good, Mark. Glad to get your name there. We
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Thank you for sharing.
But yeah, we've been in Morehead City
Yes,
a
we
couple
have.
times. Yeah.
And yes, Matt, Ottawa is a nice city. That's
Yeah.
where your nephew lives.
My nephew lives in Ottawa. Yeah. Police officer there.
Matt,
RCMP.
Matt.
Nathaniel.
Matt, you know Nat.
Yeah. So here's the first face. Let's play this game. Let's see if you can guess who this is. All right. So, folks, if you know who this is, I'm going to fix the screen just here a second. Get that off of there, and there we go.
Alrighty.
Sheppy!
Hey, Sheppy! Another Canadian.
Paul says, uh-oh, I never watched the news. How are you, Sheppy from Saskatchewan? I bet you it's cold out there and snowy, Shep. I bet you it is.
Alrighty, so put your guesses. Who is this?
So this individual is in the news today.
All
I'm
right.
going to start you real easy. Real easy. Patty says it's Kennedy.
Uh-huh.
Tiny Tim says it's King Charles. Look at the ears. Look at
So
the
we've got
ears.
2 great guesses in already.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. She says she's good, and yes, it is.
How's
Sheppy
that?
says.
Looks like the guy from MD. Okay.
Old man in the shop says
John F.
John
Kennedy.
F. Kennedy.
Looks like JFK, but why is he in the news?
Okay, there you go, Chelsea. Good point.
Mr. Willie, Jay Leno, Dr. Fauci, says John Bailey, JFK says
Okay.
Mike,
Ted
Kennedy. Matt says
JFK.
JFK, G. Avery. Hey, G.
G.
Avery,
Avery,
how
welcome.
are ya? We're so
Welcome.
glad you're here.
Yes.
Glad that you stopped in, play some
Thank,
games,
and thank
have
you
some
for
fun.
participating.
We sure appreciate it.
We love it when everyone
Yeah.
participates.
For sure, for sure.
So what do you think, dear? How'd they do?
Looks like the guy from Mad Magazine. That's a truth, isn't it, Dwayne? And now we're telling our age. How many remember that magazine? Mad Magazine. Yeah.
I don't remember it, but I guess you do.
Yep, I do. I used to read that all the time. Jay Leno says Ben's over. Brampton, I was going to say Fauci as well. Christy says
Christy,
John
John
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Mike says he was assassinated at this date. Fisherman 506, Kennedy. Brampton says, Rochelle says it's JFK.
Love having all the participation.
Yeah, 10th anniversary JFK killing.
So what do you think, dear? How'd they do?
All these people are smart as a whip, sharp
Smart
as a tack.
a whip. Wonder where that saying originated. Smart as a whip.
Because when you get whipped, it smarts.
Oh, that's what it means. Like it's in hurts.
My Dwayne says JFK. Shot. Oops, no problem. Not all, Patty. Alfie C. Newman, Mad Magazine. I know, Mike. Hey, Scott.
Hey,
How
Scott.
are you, my friend?
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome aboard. We just started playing some games. We put this fella's face up here, see who knows it. G. Avery, NB.
They're in New
also.
Brunswick. Also,
Okay.
well, whereabouts?
Whereabouts
if
in
you
NB?
don't mind sharing.
Yeah. JFK says Jan. Mad
Jan
Magazine was
wins.
in the mid 70s to 80s. I know, it was awesome. Jan says, I win. Jan, you're
Jan?
a winner just because of who you are.
Hey, Jan, it's amazing that you managed to type that part. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I win.
Patty was saying we got sent home early and the teachers were crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jenny, how
Hey,
are
Jenny.
ya?
How are you doing?
Glad to have you with us.
I hope you're staying warm.
Marshall says, I love the Mad Magazine. I know, Mad Magazine was awesome.
I don't remember it. Was it just something for like boys?
No, it was
No?
just a funny magazine. Jesse says, come on, Jan, use your other hand. I need the answer. I understand, Jenny.
And
we're-
prepping for Thanksgiving.
And we're glad that you are here now.
Well, we appreciate.
We certainly do.
Yes.
We certainly do. Don't
All
forget
right.
to hit that thumbs up, please, everybody.
Oh, this little chair.
Dwayne says, Jan, you always win. I'm going to quit playing. Well, she's got a handicap tonight, like golf.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. All right, everybody.
Dear, can you pull this
What?
up a little bit? This here, I'm this here vest I'm sitting on.
How am I going? If you're sitting on it,
Well,
I'm
I'm
going to
going
pull it up.
to scoot. There we go. Oh, the chair is just a little uncomfy.
All right, everybody. You guys are so smart, and you're all right. You all get 100,000 points. It is JFK, and you are right. This is
They
the
all
anniversary
knew
of
it.
his assassination.
They all knew it.
10 minutes to the ocean, G. Avery says. Then you must be around Moncton, I would say.
I would say.
Yeah.
Are we correct?
Jenny says the cookie factory is cooking. Oh, I want a cookie.
The cookie factory. Hey,
Brian
Jenny,
says-
are you doing those Nutella cookies?
That's right, Brian. Some people were. It was the humor of Mad Magazine was either loved or hated. There was
So
no middle
obviously
ground.
you loved it.
It was just funny. you know, you got to learn to laugh. There's too many people that don't know how to laugh anymore.
Yes.
Everybody just takes stuff way too serious.
Yeah.
We've lost the ability
Oh.
just to have fun and
Yeah,
laugh.
that's why we're here tonight. We just want to laugh.
Scott says, I'll cash my points in.
I like that.
Jan says, it took me 3 minutes to type that.
That's so cute, Jan. Well, Jan, we appreciate the effort.
Oh, Tim, I'd love to have some homemade ice cream. Save me a scoop, will you?
Tim, what flavor did you guys make?
Rochelle says, I like Mad TV. Brian says, I didn't say JFK because I thought it was too easy, so I chose Ted Kennedy. Well, you're in the family.
Yeah.
You're keeping it in the family. All right,
Okay.
here's the next one. And remember, today's hint, these are all people that were in the news today, okay?
Okay.
So here we go.
That's a great hint. I mean, you're making it easier.
Yep. No Nutella this time, probably at Christmas. Okay, Jenny.
Okay, Christmas. That's right. No Nutella.
Mike Pierce, it was considered controversial for the time. It was, but hey, All in the Family with Archie and Edith Bunker was too.
Oh, well, none of those shows would fly now.
None of them would.
None of them would.
would.
No.
You know, so
I need more
I
wine.
need more wine. A little cheese with that wine.
Okay, folks, what's your guesses on this one? So
Zelensky, says Rochelle.
Zelensky.
Homemade ice cream is yummy.
Yes.
Come on, folks.
Come
Here's
on,
the next
come
one.
on.
In the news today. Who do you think this is?
Participate with us.
Yeah, come on, help us out.
They made
Vanilla.
Oh,
You know,
very
I
good.
like homemade strawberry ice cream, but I love homemade chocolate ice cream
You like
too.
homemade chocolate,
Yeah.
anything. But I'll tell you another one you love is coffee.
Yeah, coffee's excellent.
Tim, have you guys ever made homemade coffee ice cream?
Hey Scott, that's a great idea. Tim, you can send ice cream now. It's so cold it would freeze and knock us off a brass monkey. It would still be frozen ice cream by the time we got here.
So they're down
Closer to
Calais.
Okay, so St. Stephen way.
You're not too far from us.
No.
No.
So, let me see. Dwayne says the picture on the back you could fold to read a message.
Of that book.
Yeah,
of
Mad
the
magazine. Yeah.
Would you do that?
Yes, everyone did that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They're
Musk.
probably worth something now, right?
Michelle
If
says
you
Musk.
have
Oh,
them.
they're a cult classic.
Okay, so they're guessing.
Jan says, I hate not being able to Google. Zelensky says, Christy, Mike Pierce, that was how the Jeffersons got started. It was, Mike. Kevin Spacey. Beth says, and how are you doing, Beth?
Hey, Beth. Welcome in.
Fauci says, Ben's over acres. Tim says, Tony and Joni's paper boy. Spacey, Jenny. Bringham's coffee ice cream is my favorite. Oh, it is so good.
Coffee. I've
I
never
hear ya.
had that brand, but coffee ice cream is good.
Scott says that's a very, very young Jesse before Miss Lisa led him down the wrong trail.
Oh,
I don't know. Could be Zelensky.
well. You gonna give them any more? Has anyone got it?
No.
Are they way off base?
Way off.
Oh, there you go. You guys are way off.
Hey, Beth. How are you? But I know someone's going to get it right. I can feel it.
You do?
Yeah.
Jan? Jan, we're counting on you.
Mr. Willis says, so cold in Canada that Canadian people just leave their meat outside. That's no joke.
That's
We
no
leave
joke.
we leave our milk sitting outside
Yeah.
the tent flap,
Our
and
milk's
it stays
sitting right
perfectly
right
fine.
outside here.
Donald Trump says, oh man,
Oh, he told us his name.
yes. I have to go back and
Oh,
see.
what was
Should have wrote
it?
it down. Fisherman 506 Lee, do you remember the picture of the farmer going to shoot the bull? Caption, I will change your mind from... I don't remember that one, Lee. My mind isn't that good. Oh, Mr. Willie, that's Cher before the surgery. Oh, my wrong hair color, Scott, says Jesse. Dave and Sandy, when I was growing up on the farm, we had milk cows. We made homemade ice cream and fresh cream, but somehow we made butter along with the ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and
part of our plans here is to get goats. We want a couple milking goats,
Mhm.
so that we can make our own butter and all that stuff.
right.
So yeah.
So, are you stumping them, Tony, on this one? He
I
has
am.
stumped you guys.
No problem, Mr. Willie. Elon Musk, Putin says, Christy, Sting.
So
says
they're all
Brian,
good guesses,
Man, I can't
but
even. Mr. Willie should know this.
Mr. Willie should know.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a hint for you.
Not a clue.
There's a hint in that comment.
And I already, in one of the sentences, I said
You won't
I had a
win.
clue as well.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Hey,
everyone.
Jan is here. Good times. She says, man, I can't even.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
Not a clue.
Brandon. Okay.
So I guess he's going to have to tell you guys.
All right. This guy right here, he was a famous drummer.
There's your clue. So now you start typing. Let's see
Yeah.
who's going to be the first to type it.
Yeah.
Chelsea, if you're listening, she would know that one.
That was a huge clue right there.
That was a big clue.
All right, I'm going to tell you who it is.
Well, we got to wait because there's a delay, right? They
Tell
said
us.
tell us.
All
At
right,
least one of you's going to
Mr.
get it.
Willie. I'm surprised you didn't know who this was. Mr. Jim.
Okay, look at him.
Dingo, Phil Collins.
He
There
got
you
it,
go.
Mr. Willie. Woohoo!
It is Phil Collins.
Mr. Willie wins. Woo!
Christy had John Lennon last week. Phil C. That's
So why
who it
was
is.
he in the news today?
Because his daughter, the news story about his daughter not wanting to ride his popularity to become popular herself.
Okay.
And so that was the news story today.
There you go.
Yeah, Chelsea says also known as Dad.
Yes. Yes, a lot of people.
Mike
say
says
that.
I knew that. Not. All right. One more. Get your thinkers together.
Get
You
your
ready?
Thinkers.
Here we go. All right. This was Phil Collins, the last one. So now,
The third and final.
refresh your feed if you haven't, and here's the third and final. Now, this one should be easy.
This looks like a very old picture.
Yeah.
But we're counting on yous.
Yeah.
No hints, except they were in the news today.
Yep. Jenny, Phil Collins, one of my all-time favorite, singers, songwriters. Him and Genesis, and everyone says I look like Phil Collins. So.
Yeah.
Brian says, "Oh no, I mixed up staying with Phil Collins. I always done that." It is Phil, the other one. Musk. I have such famous people in my life. My dad is Phil Collins, and my father-in-law is Dr. Phil. There you go.
That's the truth.
Tim says, I can't make coffee. If Carol eats caffeine, she turns into the Tasmanian devil and bounces around the house all night.
That's hilarious. Oh, wow. So Tim, I take it she doesn't drink coffee then, huh?
Rochelle says, I can't see it. What do you mean you can't see it? I can try
you guys,
to make it bigger.
Can you guys see this okay? You must be able to because we got guesses. Oh, Chelsea says the two Phils. That's cool. I never thought of that, dear.
What's that?
Her father and her father-in-law, the two Phils.
Two Phils, yeah. There you go,
Chelsea,
Jesse.
you need to make them t-shirts.
Adam Sandler says Roberta. Jay Leno says Ben's over. Avery, his son is wicked at drums too. Really? I never knew that. X-Row Canadian, how are ya? It has been a long time. We are so glad.
Yes.
Oh, so you've made my night coming in here tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, they're
God bless you for being here, my friend. It has been a while. We're so glad you're here. Mike says Andy Griffith. Ronald Reagan says Beth. Elon Musk says Christy. Sheppy, me running to go watch news recap. Patty, poor Leno, sad story. It was, but I seen him today, and he looks really good, Patty. He looks really good.
Rochelle's saying the face is tiny.
I can see it. The photo is covered up if you have the live chat on a TV screen. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
I don't know what else to do to fix it. Face is tiny, says Rochelle. Long time no see. It has been, and we're glad.
Yes.
Have you been okay? Everything good?
Yes, we hope you've been well, and
lot has changed.
A lot has changed.
You have to catch up on our story.
We are living in our tent while we're building our house.
Brian says King Charles, formerly known as Prince. Looks like my grandpa, says Rochelle. Jay Leno, says Lee. I never watched the TV. Okay. Well, this was on my internet feed news. Just turn your TV sideways.
Exactly.
Jen.
That'll work, right?
That's funny.
So, has anyone got it so far?
No.
Another stumper.
Yeah.
So we give them another hint.
I'm going to give you a big hint.
Oh, and then they'll know it.
Yeah. Here's your hint.
Well, I know what he's going to say.
Think sports.
Yeah. Think sports.
Yeah. Think sports. No one's got it yet. Think sports.
Let's see who's going to be the first one.
Yep. Not at all. A chocolate chip cookie after supper will ruin her night's sleep. Oh, wow.
Oh, so she's really sensitive to any sort of caffeine or anything
Harvey
like that.
Weinstein, says Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
How are you?
Welcome in.
I've been keeping up with your journey. Just haven't been commenting. Things are going well. Awesome. Well,
Okay.
we're glad you have.
Well,
And
so glad
we're so
you're
glad
here
to hear
tonight.
everything's well. Really are glad that you're here. Good to hear from you. Wayne Gretzky, says Chelsea.
Was he in the news today?
Paul says, the only news I get is from my YouTube channels. Okay. Brad Shaw, says Jen. John Madden, says Jesse. Keep trying.
Good guesses.
I'm going to let you guess for one more minute, then I'm going to tell you who it is. Madden, Ben Roethlisberger, Brad Shaw. I don't ever watch TV either.
Well, no, and honestly, we don't either.
But
It's just on your news
My
feed,
news feed,
right? Which on your phone.
Paul says, I always thought sports was horsepower and miles per hour. There you go. Brian, I can't think of the name, but I think he was married to Marilyn Monroe. Joe DiMaggio. Joe DiMaggio. Dryden.
Do you want to narrow it down into which sport? If you do that, they're going to get it, right?
That to be Wilt Chamberlain.
Because sports is very vast.
All right, I'm going to narrow it down.
Oh, you're just going to tell them.
You want me to narrow it down one more time?
Mr.
Tell you
Jim
what
say
sport?
Got to be Wilt Chamberlain.
Jerry Jones. I don't think we're watching the same channel. Rochelle. Belichick. Joe Namath.
Lots
Gary.
of great guesses, but you better narrow the field, Tony. Narrow the field down a little bit for them.
Okay. Well, if there was a mouse in the house, you might call him the same name.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're quite the Riddler. Riddler on the roof.
So there you go.
There you go. There was your hint. If there's a mouse in the house, you might call him the same name as this guy here.
There you go.
Let's see what you're going to do with that
What are you
one.
going to do with that one? That's
We're
almost
just-
handing
it
it to
is.
you.
We're just going to sit here and rock.
Yeah. There!
Oh! Woo!
It is.
We have
It
a
is
winner.
Mickey Mantle. That's who
Jenny's
it is.
got it.
Woo! 10,000 points to the
Woo-hoo!
winner in a game where the points just don't matter.
Beth has it right.
It was Mickey Mantle. That's who it was. Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
Mike
Mickey.
got it right.
Mickey
Mr.
Mantle.
Willie got it right.
I knew you'd get it then. After that was a good hint.
That was.
Yeah. That was a
Roberta
good
got
hint.
it.
Yeah, you guys got it. All right. How about a little bit of this, you guys? Yeah, Paul. Patty
He
was
was
first. I know, Christy.
Hey, Christy.
So what's on the shelf tonight? Anybody know what that is?
Wow. It looks like it could be painful.
Does anyone know what that is? This is one of the items we got on the shelf tonight. I should say maybe what's on the mantle.
Yes. There you go.
So again, if you're just joining us, part of what we do here every week is have a few fun games.
Okay.
And one of the things we do is what's on the shelf. And what's on the shelf tonight?
You know what we should do, Tony? Maybe for just a few seconds, you should just put the item up, like not split screen it. That might help. That might help some of the people that are watching on a different
I can
device.
just do this. There you go.
There we go. So we got guesses
I just
coming.
zoomed it.
Paul says tooth extractor. Roberta says pliers. Patty says for pulling teeth. Tiny Tim, a saw teeth set. Chelsea says those are Nana's toenail clippers. Rochelle says vice grips. Roberta says hole punch. Patty removing fish hooks. Dwayne says toenail clippers. Lee says a saw set. G. Avery says slip joints. So lots of good guesses, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Ben's over Acres says hog ringer.
Oh, Grim Players, yeah.
Good guess. Christy
Fencing
says a
tool.
fencing tool. Christy, you know all about fencing, don't you? Christy, how many
That's
acres do
right.
you have?
Gunpowder tester.
Vineyard says something to do with fence wire.
Tony's nail clippers.
Mr. Willie.
Don't think so, Mr. Willie.
Mr. Jim, sheet metal cutter.
Brakes puller.
Brakes puller.
Says John.
Wow.
All right.
It could be any one of those things, right?
But it's not any one of those
Except the
things.
birth
It's one
control.
of those things.
But it is one of them.
It is.
You guys are awesome. You're so
And,
smart.
All right, I'm going to tell you what it is.
Very smart
Ready?
people on our channel.
What these are, there are two people that have it right.
Ooh,
All right.
Look what we got.
Two people have it right.
Hey, Lisa and Jesse. Look what's left of the bag.
Owns 40 and Lisa's 40.
Oh, wow, Christy. I knew you had quite a lot of land. Some kind of tool, Jenny says. Yes, it is. Some kind of tool.
All right, everybody. Here's what it is. We had two correct answers.
Mm-hmm.
And the correct answers were, the very first one who got it was Tiny Tim.
Oh.
And the second one that got it was Lee. And these are actually sawtooth setter pliers for setting teeth on like bandsaw blades, hand saws, different things like that. It's for setting teeth, and you can tell by the adjusters, one on the top and one on the bottom, and it allows you to set that. So that's what that is.
So
It's
you
an
could use that.
old-fashioned. I could if I had
when you
one.
had your mill set up.
Well,
Again,
I'll have
you
it
could
set up
actually use
again.
that.
All right, so congratulations. Tim, you got it first.
Oh.
And Lee, you got it second. So we'll give 50,000 points to Tim, and we'll give 10,000 points to Lee.
Sounds good.
And it's a huge, huge, huge game of points where the points just don't matter. What do we got here, everybody?
Can you enlarge it?
Well, I can if I need to.
That is interesting.
You did, Tim.
I finally got one right.
Look at that.
What is this? What's that say? Wow. That is really interesting.
Yep.
Okay, you guys, what do you think this is? The chat is quiet. They're all thinking.
Yeah. Old hand cedar.
An old hand
Says
cedar.
Dave and Sandy. Floor nailer, says Paul.
Floor nailer. Nailer gun, Roberta says.
Yeah, I need some water. Old flooring nailer.
Old flooring nailer.
Old whale tooth puller. Rubber band shooter, says Benzo. Pea shooter. Staplers, says Patty.
Manually operated nail gun.
It's a widget. Says Beth. Brian.
Jesse says old hammer floor nailer. Well, you guys are doing great. Participating tonight. We appreciate it.
Who's gonna get it?
Who's going to get it?
Old-fashioned nail gun.
Who's going to get it?
Oh man! Don't be googling.
No.
Flooring hoodas.
No Google.
A thingamabob, says Dwayne.
This is-
You got her. That's a thingamabob.
This is a no
Nail
Google
gun.
zone.
No Google zone.
We need to put that up at the beginning of the games.
Doohickey.
Exactly, Patty.
The hint is in the manual that it's laying on top of. It is. That's why I enlarged it.
Oh.
What's it? A who's it?
A who's it?
Nochi maker. Looks like a lot of work.
Yes.
See you, Paul. Take care.
Good night,
God bless.
Paul. Enjoy the
Nail
rest
gun.
of your evening with your
The Spruce
grandkids.
Mill. How are ya?
Hey. Well, let's make it bigger, Tony.
Yeah, old saw set tools. That's what the one before this was, Spruce Mill. So just refresh it.
Yes.
And you'll catch right up to this one here.
We're on the second
We're on
item
the
now.
next picture after that one, Spruce Mill. But let us welcome you in, and we're
Yes.
glad that you're here.
We sure are.
Flare gun, says John. Early nail gun, says Lisa.
Um,
You can read what is on the handle. Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can, exactly.
And you're all very, very diligent in watching.
I gotta get us some
that?
water here.
Right there. That is called a Pearson's Auto Nailer. That is one of the earliest nail guns. And so many of you got it right. So that's what it is. Way to go.
Way to go.
There you go. Nailer gun, that's what it is. You hit the tool that hits the nail. There you go. Not much, just watching Creekside Maples. Air nailer. Alright. So that's what it is. It's for finish nailing. Exactly. They made these actually for finish nailing, or they did make one for a little larger nails as well. But that's what it is. No Google should be called the Simply Jan. Jan is struggling tonight with her broken wrist. Clueless in Arkansas, says Tim. Is that a hopper to hold nails? That's exactly what it is, yeah. Isn't that neat, though? You look at... What are you doing, dear?
I'm getting water out of the water jug.
You look at where we've come with nailers today. And it's amazing when you see it. So.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
I nearly threw my shoulder out there.
Oh, you want to keep it.
Okay. Where's your cup?
My cup? I have to use one of those. No chanting. No Googling. I don't think I've got a... no, we already did that one last week.
That one,
How about some weird words? All right. This is where we help your vocabulary by giving you some great words.
Roberta has to go. She says her battery's dying.
All right, Roberta. Thank you. Plug her in.
Stay safe. Thank you
Love
for
you.
coming.
Thanks for being here. And let's see who's paying attention. Can you imagine putting the blocking in with that? No, Dwayne, I cannot imagine that. I cannot imagine that, Dwayne. That would be... oh, I don't know what that would be. That would be insane.
For sure.
Bye-bye, Roberta. Thank you.
Bye, Roberta.
That would be insane. So, anybody know from 1892 era? You're right, Mr. Jim.
Yes, 1892.
Yeah, it's very old. So here is where we put some weird words on the screen to see if you can guess what they are. You can't Google. You can't look up in the dictionary.
No.
You can't call a friend.
You just
You
guess.
can't ask Jan. You have to just guess. Before you have a quagmire, you have a choir. There you go.
There you go.
Mud bog.
Mud bog. What the lazy call a quagmire.
Means happy, happy, happy for some.
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing. The opposite of inquire.
Good guess, Dwayne.
Would that be outquire? Asking questions.
Asking questions.
To choir. Rochelle, dang, I knew that one.
A French singing group in church, Tim says.
There you go.
A choir. I got it. See what he did there?
That's good, Tim.
That's very good. Christy says a criminal.
Okay.
Okay.
A choir is wherever you get when you acquire something. Okay.
Yes. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Good guesses.
Please let me sing in the choir, won't you please let me sing in the choir? One old man can't be all that bad, won't you please let me sing in the choir? I mean, remember that song. That's an old one right there, boys.
Who sang that one? Church singers. Mike says.
Something to do with paper.
Marshall says.
A short squire. That's awesome, Dwayne.
To take possession, G. Avery says.
What Chelsea feels when Zach floods a toilet.
Mr. Willie, you don't forget these stories, do you? Mr. Willie's been with us a very long time, and he remembers
a quick group
funny
of singers.
Stories. Quit.
Tim says yes. You remember that song, do you, Tim?
Oh, who sang it, Tim?
Quiet group of singers. Okay, Rochelle.
I know what.
Marshall, I've heard this word before.
I'm not that old.
Nope, I'm not that old. Jen, what are you saying, Jen?
What are you saying?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's almost time for a nutty bar.
Oh.
It's a question.
It's a question, Christy.
All right, I'm going to tell you what it means. Is it pronounced queer?
How is it said, Tony?
Huh?
How is it she's asking? How do you say that word?
From what I could gather, it's pronounced choir.
Like
Choir.
like a church choir.
Yeah.
Choir. Sounds like
But it could be.
it sounds like
queer.
how people in the South would say.
Inspirations did sing it,
choir.
but don't know the original.
Oh.
Do you
You're
remember?
thinking, I think so.
Who do you think sang it?
I'm thinking Oak Ridge Boys. Who was it?
I can't remember. It was
One of yous Google. We give you permission to Google this.
not the word, but the song.
Yeah.
Please let me sing in the choir. Something
Please
like
let
a
me
herd
sing
or a
in the
flock, a group
choir,
of some kind of
choir.
animal.
Please let me sing
Four
in the
sheets to the
choir.
wind. All right, I'm going to tell you what it is. Hold your guesses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, what this literally means. All right. See you, Mike.
Good
Take
night,
care, my
Mike.
friend. It literally means
Cocoa Choir.
if you have 24 sheets of paper, you have a choir or queer of paper.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
There you
Mr.
go.
Willie, we know that's your favorite story.
Yeah.
Salt coffee.
So that's what that means. If you have 24 sheets of paper,
Wow.
2 dozen sheets of paper, that's what you have.
It sounds like such a proper term.
Yeah.
It sounds like something Paul Honeyman would say in a sentence. The choir.
All right.
Paul,
ready?
have you ever heard of that word?
You know the song, Jen?
Jen? So who
Jen
sang
should
it?
know it.
Who did it originally?
More or less a ream of paper. Yeah.
Yes.
Half a
should have
ream.
known that, half a
Exactly.
ream.
500 sheets is called a ream.
There they go.
All right, here we go. How about this one? Zoanthropy. What's your guess on that? Do not look it up. Do not Google it. Take a guess. Look at the word. Say it.
Paul never heard of it or the song.
Yeah.
Okay. Today's one of those days.
My pattern took a
So-
queer of paper.
So Cindy, I think, knows what it means.
Cindy, Cindy, Cindy.
I don't know.
Today is one of those days.
Rochelle,
I'd be interested to hear why, Cindy.
Rochelle, did you design your pajamas that you drew out yourself? Or were you following an actual pattern?
I know
Jan says it's too easy.
Jen's very good with words. The study of zoos, says Rochelle, is actually not the study of zoos.
No.
Nope. Anybody want to guess? Come on, folks. Anybody? Put a guess on there. I'm going to tell you what
It's
it is.
quiet.
It is.
It's quiet. Where'd you
Everyone's
all
doing
go?
other things now. Where'd y'all go?
They're all eating supper for a lot of people.
That and there's other stuff going on too.
She followed a
PDF pattern. Stumped on this, says Paul. All right, I'm going to tell you what it is.
Chelsea, where did you go?
Ready?
What are you and Nana doing?
Zone therapy, a quiet place to relax at work. Zoanthropy, some sort of therapeutic therapy. I had no clue. Think lycanthropy, folks. Donating money to zoos. Therapy for zookeepers. That's great.
Oh,
Dwayne.
that's good.
Patty, I love to sew too. Have fabric but no ambition. Dang, I don't know.
But you will,
Chris's
Patty.
Study of zoo stuff.
You will again, Patty, I'm sure. Study of Zoom.
I'm here just working on a few orders.
Oh,
this
that's
evening.
right, Chelsea. That's right.
What's Nana doing, Chels?
Nana went quiet. What's she doing? On her tablet playing a game?
All right. Here's the answer.
Over there on the
Nan's
couch.
sitting over there on the couch. Oh, I'm not sure what she's doing.
She's recovering from her visit to the homestead, to the tent today.
All right, everyone. This literally means zoanthropy. It is someone who thinks they are an animal. That's what it means.
Wow,
Yep.
Samantha. So it's a real thing.
It is, yes, it is somebody that believes that they are now an animal.
Wow.
Judy's making plans with Mr. Willie, says Paul.
I know, exactly.
Being in the zone and needing help. There you go.
So Beth says the Antioch Church Choir.
That's
who's
who it
saying
is.
that.
That's who it was.
I knew someone would look it
Yeah.
up. Thank you, Beth. The Antioch Church Choir.
Antioch Church Choir.
Please let me
Yeah.
sing in the choir.
That's who it was. But this means someone who literally thinks that they're
Dwayne
now,
said he was close.
now an animal. That's what it means.
Wow.
So if you think you're a chicken, if you think you're a lion or a giraffe or whatever, that's what it means. Minnesota, Patty says we have a few kids in local schools doing that, barking and such. Oh, that's crazy.
Like, Patty, seriously, or they're
Seriously?
doing it as a joke?
Josh says I'm going to put her to work packing a few orders for me here shortly. When you come
When you come here, you work.
Yeah. No, it's just Dwayne. That's me, according to my sister. Anyway, I'm a silverback gorilla. It's Bruce Mill. Off subject, but I'm curious about how you manage to film and edit and take care of your homestead.
Good question.
Good question.
Good question.
And we'll get right into it, okay? Yeah, they're serious, Patty said.
That is such a shame.
It takes a lot of work and a lot of balancing a lot of different things.
Yes.
You know, what we do... First, let me preface it by this. After a few years on YouTube, there's a lot to be said for being consistent. And so you have to realize that if you don't have the time for it, it's better to put one good video out a week than 4 bad ones. And so what you can do is start looking at things that are priority versus things that aren't, and then start doing those things that are priority. And then on days that you can't work outside, like if it's rainy, too cold, too windy, whatever, then take those days and do your editing. Now for me, you know, for us, Joni does the filming, I do all the editing.
Paul, look at Paul.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's
Paul.
just answered it.
Yeah.
Paul, are you sure you're not here spying on us like with a satellite or something?
And Sundays, I do a lot of editing on Sundays.
Which we have a second channel.
Yeah, but if
for
you
those
have,
who don't know,
you know, if you have content that you keep filming, then you can do more than one video at a time.
batch.
You know, have them set up so that
Yes.
you can release them, you know, in sequence. And that's kind of what we do. Like, we make the time at night when it's dark, days when it's rainy, bad weather. That's when we do our editing. We'll do a block of editing. We'll do a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then release our videos. And that's kind of what we do.
And they also ask, what do you use to edit?
We use DaVinci Resolve 18. I love DaVinci Resolve. There is a learning curve to it, and
Right, Jesse?
yeah, Jesse uses it now. But you know, it's one of those things where you're just going to have to find the time to do it. There are some chores on your homestead that you cannot not do, but routine is very good. If you know you got certain things you have to do, then get it done, you know.
Yeah.
But find some time just to sit there and edit, you know. And I'll say this, if you're new to this and you're just learning to edit, then it's going to take you some time. But over time, you'll learn to edit faster. You'll learn, and I'll say this too for everyone that's just starting with a new program, editing program, take the time to learn the program. YouTube is filled with great teaching tools. So if you take the time to learn the program, then your editing is going to go much faster.
Yes, Jen,
You know?
I see that. A lot of people need to. Now the Spruce Mill says, I want to share our life here in Alaska, but can't seem to make a video look good.
Well, I'll say this: when we started, I'd never done editing before in my life. I didn't know how to edit. Let me put this on the widescreen. Never edited a video in my life, so it just took time to learn it. But it's like anything: if you want to learn it, you can. But find a good program that you're comfortable using and stick with it. I used Filmora for quite a while, but it was limited. I wanted to do more stuff than it would allow me to do. So that's when I discovered DaVinci. It's free. There is a learning curve, but if you sit down, Jesse will tell you. I introduced Jesse to...
And anyone else in here?
Yeah.
Do thumbs up if you use DaVinci and you found it good. You need some more water.
Yeah, but DaVinci Resolve, again, Rochelle, she's tried it. She said she needed time to figure it out, and you do, unless you know somebody that uses it. But when I went to DaVinci, I took the time to learn the program, and now I know the program. I've used it for over a year, year and a half. So yeah, that's the thing. But again, if you're new to this, you want to make your videos look good, and let's talk about it. Everyone jump in on this. You have to be honest about your video content. We think that everything we put out there is going to be liked, and that's not the truth. It's not. There's some things people like and some people don't. Some things people don't. Don't spend a lot of time showing the same thing over and over and over. Like, if you're driving in 15 nails, you don't need to show driving 15 nails. Drive one and get on with it, because it's going to be the same. Yeah. And so things like that. But, find out what makes things look good. Find a good program that you can use. Learn how to use it. But don't sweat it. Like, if you're new to it, take the time to enjoy the journey and learn and realize. Give yourself the latitude. Give yourself the chance to learn. Don't put so much pressure on yourself that you're looking at everyone else's videos and comparing yourself to them.
Yeah.
Because you'll just come back disappointed, and then you'll quit because you don't get to that level.
And nobody's story is like yours, right?
Yeah.
So even if you think it's not that great, it's your story, and you put it out there, and people will like it. I don't want to lose the chat as we're talking. We kind of jumped into YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
We do have lots in here that don't have channels that have been interacting.
Yep. But if we go back here, let me cover some stuff here.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about that word.
Silverback.
We were talking about the word, and
I'm curious how it managed and take care of you. Okay.
And several, Patty and a few others.
It's zoanthropy. Thank you, Jen, for the correction.
They had brought up the point that it really is a legitimate thing that kids are actually making the animal noises, and I see Patty mention.
We'll go back to that. So, Jen, thank you. The word was zoanthropy. Appreciate that. Patty, they are serious. Yep, kids are crazy, says Jen. Marshall says, so you say someone thinks that they're a bat, Dracula, or something like that. I don't know what they think they are, Marshall.
I don't know.
Dexter suffers from zoanthropy. Yeah. He's a dog that thinks he's a human.
He's so cute.
That's why we have kitty litter in the bathrooms. It's funny. Cindy, I'm thinking I'm a mouse and wish I was a gopher. Oh, that's funny. Jenny, no teachers are getting in trouble if they don't go along with the kids meowing and barking.
Isn't that strange?
That is so strange. That's just weird.
It's so sad, really.
I wish I was a mole in the ground. Paul, Tony works all day and Joni films most of it, then they edit after dark. That is the truth.
That's the truth, Paul.
He thinks he's a boxer head, says Rochelle. Patience, lots of it. That's the truth.
That's the truth.
I want to share our life here in Alaska, but can't seem to make a video look good. I'll tell you what to do, Spruce Mill. Here's what you can do. Our email, if Jesse or some mod would put it up there, put our email up there. Send me an email, and I will talk to you about all of this stuff. Perhaps we can do a video chat, and I can spend some time with you and see if we can't get it figured out. No problem, be willing to do that, okay? So there you go. Just shoot me an email at creeksidemaples@gmail.com, and I'll do my utmost to help you out. Thank you, Jesse. That is our other channel, Creekside Chronicles. We had a great Creekside Chronicles, by the way, this past Sunday. If you weren't there, if you go back and watch it, it was awesome. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, it's our devotional channel for Sunday morning devotions, and it really does help. That's right, Paul. No one is ever great to start with. Jenny says, that's ridiculous. Makes her sad to hear about that. Talking about those kids, it's hard. It is difficult. The floor is done, but the videos are a little behind. They are, Dwayne.
Yes.
And that's for us. We got behind in our videos when we were moving.
Yes.
Because we had no internet, we had no way to upload, we had nothing. So what we did is we just started banking all of that footage, knowing that we would start putting it out once we got internet again.
Yeah.
And so even though we're behind in our videos, we try to keep people kind of updated as well. But we don't want to make it so that no one watches the videos. So to watch the journey and share the journey, you have to watch the videos, sort of thing. But that's why our videos are a little bit behind from where we're actually at, because we lost that time there to
We're trying
upload.
real hard. Tony's working so hard to get you guys caught up to real time.
Yeah, and we're getting close. We're just a couple videos
away.
behind now, and we were like 5 or 6. So it's coming really good. Anyhow, Marshall says, I'm glad I don't have a channel. There's not enough time in the day to do what has to be done now.
That's true.
That
It
is
is
the
a
truth.
lot of extra work.
Yeah.
But we are, we're enjoying it. It's a good way to document. Had someone say the other day, they said, you should be journaling all of this, which I should. But we are, really. We are.
Yeah. I keep all of these on hard drives off the computer. Da Vinci is the reason I don't sleep, says Jesse. Paul says, I grew up in the school of hard knocks, and those with zoanthropy wouldn't survive long. There you go. Rochelle says, I tried Da Vinci and was like, nope, I need time to figure it out, and I've never found the time. I hear you, Dwayne. Game night. Let's play bingo. Yeah. Paul says,
I think he was behind.
Yeah. Paul says, let me see.
Too stupid to make
videos. He is, or edit. Rochelle says, I just need more, put more Dexter. That's all everyone wants to watch. There you go. Cindy says, Paul, I'm having one of those days. I'm going to come sleep on your couch. LOL. Spruce Mill, I've been trying to clip Champ and Windows Video Editor. I struggle with new tech.
Are you familiar with those?
I'm not familiar with Clipchamp, but I am familiar with Windows Video Editor. Windows Video Editor, it's a great ground level to break in, but it's pretty limited to a lot of things that I do. Dwayne says, time lapse is nice for when is the same. It is, Dwayne.
Yes.
Great point.
Yes.
Those time lapses, we do a lot of them to show the progress and the process, but not to bore people, so that we can keep going through it, for sure. Yeah, Dexter does steal the show. Let me see, Jenny, put your cute dogs in the VO too. Joni and Tony's dogs are so cute. Our dogs love the camera.
They always seem to find a way to get into the videos.
Yeah, they do.
Hi, Thelma.
Everyone loves animals. Hey, Thelma Prather, just get in. How's your weather?
Weather?
Cold.
It's not too bad now, though. It's not as bad as it was, and welcome in.
Yeah. Spruce Mill, wish I could run a computer like it can run a 9/16 wrench. You know what? That you can. It just takes the time. It really does. You just put in the time. But again, feel free to contact me.
Thelma says there was a school in Michigan that put kitty litter in a bathroom for.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
I don't know.
All this be who you are, identify as who you want to be, and all that stuff, that's getting so far out of hand. Rochelle, good quality video is great, but it's more about the people and content than a slick video for me. And that is a truth, Rochelle.
Yes.
The greatest lesson we learned a long time ago is connect with people. And if you can connect with people and make friends and be part of the community and the family, people don't really care that you're professional.
No.
They just care that you care. And that's all. But anyway, Tim says Antioch Church House Choir by Dixie Melody Boys. I was wrong. Yeah.
Yes, Tim.
Margot, how are you?
Hey, Margot.
Let me see if this is Sheila's sister. I think it is. I think that is Sheila's sister. How are you, Margot?
You have good eyes, dear.
Yeah, from here.
That circle is so tiny. Well, welcome in.
Thank you, Cindy.
Welcome in, Margot.
How have you been, Margot? It's been a long time. Thank you, Sheppy. Appreciate it. And Jesse for the win. There we go. You plow your way through. That's what you got to do sometimes. You just keep on plowing. That's right. We preached about that. Mr. Boots and Bounty, Stephen, how are ya?
Good evening.
We appreciate it so much. Hope you guys are doing well. And we mentioned you guys in a video here just a couple videos ago. We had a platform we built, and we mentioned you guys, your channel, and have you guys in for karaoke night and a little line dance.
Did you guys see it?
Let me see here. Paul says, me with the channel. No, I'm never off YouTube as it is.
Cindy, we're sorry that things aren't going too well for you right now.
That's good, Spruce Mill. And again, you contact me, and I literally will spend some time with you on we can do an Instagram video chat, anything like that to help you out, okay? Yeah, we'll do some weird gifts here.
Mr. Willie's patiently waiting. Patiently waiting for more games.
Where's Cindy?
Cindy Brown?
Yeah. At this point, I feel like I'd be willing to sleep on the floor just to step away from reality.
Cindy's in California.
Cindy, I can't imagine. I know it gets tough. I feel that. We had that same discussion with somebody today about sometimes you just got to disconnect.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to take a break. You got to get away. You got to find yourself in a quiet space and just get through it. Sometimes you have to, for sure. Yeah, we'll do some weird things here in just a minute, Mr. Willie. Let me see. Cindy Brown says, oh, Joni, it is what it is. I'm sure tomorrow will be better. I'm just whining instead of working. We hear you, Cindy. But know this, we pray for you. And, we just speak peace. Let there be some peace that come there for
That's
whatever. Right. It's tough times sometimes. I think Bella's got to go out there, dear.
Well, the beauty of living in a tent is these dogs do not need me to let them out anymore.
Yeah, well, she'll have to get down. So.
What you doing, Belle? Look, speaking of dogs and videos.
Here's Belle.
She wants to get on the live stream.
That's in her little.
She's in her little sweater.
Sweater.
Her homemade sweater.
You gotta go out. Yep.
Say hi to the people. Look over there, Belle.
Over here. Say hello.
Say hi.
Yeah.
Give Dad a kiss.
No, that's all right.
She's gonna crawl right on your lap.
You gotta go out? Yeah, she has to go out. So, speaking
of the dogs.
Oh, Tony needs to start running. Tony's getting ready to start getting weird. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, so Mr. Willie wants your weird Amazon things.
All right, well, let's see what we can find out here. Weird things on Amazon.
Chelsea's laughing at Bella's sweater.
Just for Mr. Willie. Sheila, how are you?
Sheila! I need to come clip their nails.
Sheila Margot was on here too.
How are you, Sheila?
She looks like she belongs in the Grinch. No, she don't, Chelsea.
Oh, we miss
Even
you
when
so
you're
much.
married for 20 plus years, there are days you just need to lock yourself in the closet and scream a bit. I hear ya. We got 32 in. Living in a tent, 12 by 12 with the vestibule that's 10 by 6, and there's times that, well, I just go outside and work, and that keeps us both sane. We understand it. All right, Mr. Willie, here's things just for you. Weird stuff on Amazon just for Mr. Willie. It's Christmas season. Everybody needs gift ideas. So how's this one? Cindy, no better gift for you than this right here, Cindy, for tonight.
Maybe you should make that bigger on the screen
Yeah.
for those that. There you go, people.
That is an ostrich pillow so that you can bury your head just for a moment. Jen, she does look like Max from the Grinch. I know.
You know what? All you can see is the little bit of that fluffy yarn. The whole coat is pink.
So this is a segment we call Weird Things You Can Buy on Amazon. On Amazon.
Oh, I don't know.
And so it is getting close to Christmas, so if you're wondering what you could get,
Patty's
the Alone Time Pillow.
claustrophobic.
Yes, I need that. I know, Cindy. I know. That's what I mean, eh? That's what you need right there.
The Alone Time Pillow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go, Mr. Willie. If you need something like that, just order it right there on Amazon.
We need Jan, Simply Jan here. She always Googles what the price is on these items.
Yeah. So there you go. Now, here you go. The Travel John resealable disposable urinal. For those times when you're on that trip and you just can't make it. For that time that you just can't find that bathroom. Here you go, folks. Your Travel John, a disposable urinal.
Chelsea, quit being mean.
There you go. What was the last week we had? The spare undies in a can?
And that tether thing you tie yourself to a tree.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Crap strap.
Crab strap. Hey, I've seen those, says Jen.
Have you really? Where, Jen? I'm curious.
The sheepy, too. Yeah.
The sheepy.
I've seen that.
Perfect gift for Zach.
Perfect gift for Zach on those
Look,
cold
she's
days.
settling down and going back to
Yeah.
sleep. She just wanted to come over and say hi.
There
That's funny.
you go. Nana wouldn't have liked one of those today. She didn't want to use the gerbil cage bathroom. Camping stores. Yeah, okay. Travel John, resealable disposable urinal bags. Ostrich pillow, $99 US. Are you
No
serious?
way. No way. That costs $100.
It ain't worth that.
Good Lord. I think you can get cheaper alone time than that.
No, I don't know about using those on the plane, Dwayne. You might get in trouble. Hey, that could be a handy thing in the truck. There you go.
Okay, put this on your wish list.
Yeah.
Back to unpacking.
So-
Have a blessed evening. Oh, so they're still unpacking.
Yeah, they moved.
Okay. Well, good. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for coming
Hope
in.
you're getting settled in, you guys.
And
Casey and Steve.
we look forward to when we get to unpack.
Yeah. See, that's not weird. You need to find the reusable Travel John right there. All right. I had to put a Hallmark Christmas movie on to entertain her. I'm watching on my laptop.
Okay,
top
yes.
now.
Chelsea, she loves her movies.
And if you've got a stink in your bathroom,
There you go.
We've got a situation here.
Wow.
So if you want to get rid of that smell in your lavatory, if it stinks too bad, and you're on the old I don't know, radio screaming, we've got a situation here.
Okay.
There you go. So there's three
The
things.
chat just went quiet.
Yeah. So there's three things.
What
That,
do you all think?
That and that, just for Mr. Willie.
Poopery.
Poopery.
Yes, that's right,
what it
Jen.
is. So there you go, folks. How about a little movie trivia, just to lighten it up here a bit, huh? It's man's poopery.
Right?
How about movie night? A little bit of movie trivia. Yeah. What movie did Dolly Parton and Sylvester Stallone star in? Anybody know? Real quick. We're only going to take a minute.
Okay.
It's man's poopery.
And-
Cindy Brown says. I think we are tired of poop. There's always something poopy.
Yeah.
So what movie did Dolly Parton and Sylvester Stallone star in? A little bit of movie trivia. That's it, Mr. Willie. Another great gift idea for
Yes.
Zach. Hairspray?
You still have the delay on in the chat.
Nope. What movie did Sylvester Stallone? 9 to 5.
Cindy says
Dolly?
she can see it in her mind. Well, type it out, Cindy, and we'll see it. No Googling.
Working 9 to 5. Do not Google.
Do not Google.
If you're typing in that right now,
The Chicken Ranch.
stop those fingers.
Patty says, this is the no Google zone.
Rambo 6 says Jesse.
Diamond says Cindy. Over the Top says Mr. Willie. Rhinestone says Cindy. It was just a gem, right?
Like a rhinestone cowboy. Bum bum.
Chelsea says she thinks she fought him in Rocky 2. Hairspray was John Travolta, Jen says.
There you go, Jen. You got it straightened around there now. That's it. Rocky 6. You guys are so smart. Rhinestone says Jenny.
Her husband says.
All right, everybody. Sylvester Stallone starred with Dolly Parton in the movie called Rhinestone.
Sheila says some kind of stone.
Yeah, it was Rhinestone. All right,
Okay.
movie trivia too.
Give yourself points.
In what Bond movie does James go to outer space? In what
right.
James Bond movie does 007 James Bond go to outer space? Jen says 1984. I was only 10.
So I think some of you need to refresh your chat if you've gone out and you've come back in. Okay.
Yeah, it was Rhinestone.
Good night, Thelma.
Good
we
night.
love you.
Good night.
Thank you for coming in and saying hi. And happy Thanksgiving on Thursday to all our U.S. friends.
Romancing the Stone was good. It was a good movie. I enjoyed that.
So, G. Avery, you have to refresh your chat.
Moonraker says Jen.
We have moved on.
Moonraker says Beth. Yeah, if you're still on the old question about
Yeah.
Dolly Parton and Sylvester Stallone, you're one question behind, so please refresh your feed, and
Bring
that'll
you
catch
up
you right
to
up
date.
to speed. Rocket Man, Chelsea, that's a classic. Love
Rocket
Rocket
Man.
Man. That's
Yes.
a funny movie.
Who was it that starred in that? Rocket Man.
Oh.
Chelsea, who was it? She knows.
Mr. Willie has no idea.
Moonraker.
Moonraker. You got her, G. Avery. You got her refreshed. There you go.
That's right, Paul. I was waiting for you to say that.
That's it. Live chat, not top chat.
You guys are awesome. We love our mods, don't we?
But the best,
The Mod Squad.
the Mod Squad.
Yep.
Cindy says, I have zero
I
clue.
have zero clue.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. We've been on here for over 2 hours.
Yes.
So the answer is, and some of you got it right, it was actually Moonraker. Moonraker
Such an odd name.
was the movie that James Bond went to outer space.
David Sandy says Moonraker.
Yeah.
Who got it for your games?
That's it. I think that's all of them for tonight.
Ooh, I think that's it for us too.
Yes, Harlan Williams.
Harlan.
Here's a question for you, Chels. What other movie did Harlan Williams star on? And he played with the guy that played Kramer. Not Kramer, but he played the psychiatrist on Cheers. show with Ted Danson years ago.
Celtic Roots. They're in here.
Wow.
Welcome.
How are you, Celtic Roots? We
Welcome.
missed
We
you
missed
guys.
you guys. Wanted to wish you an amazing Thanksgiving. We're in Canada, so we don't celebrate the same time as you, but thank you.
Cindy,
for
I think
coming in.
Moonraker may have been a not a Sean Connery, but the other dude, Roger Moore. But I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. You have to look it up. And Jaws, yes. Dwayne, you can also move the bar at the bottom to the far right until it says live. Okay.
Yep.
Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Sheila,
Let's see.
we love you.
Roger Moore, yes. Celtic Roots, hope you guys are doing great. You guys are
Yes.
awesome friends.
We sure miss you
Night,
guys.
Sheila.
We miss seeing your videos.
Tell John we said hello.
Yes, Sheila.
Kelsey Grammer, that's who the other actor was. You're right, Dave and Sandy. And there was a movie he did. Great movie. It was a fun movie. Frasier, that was the show, yeah. Down Periscope is the right movie, Chelsea.
Chelsea wins.
Yeah, another great Marshall. Another great night. I don't know if that's what he's saying. But, another great one. Yes, live
Yes,
stream.
another great one.
Well, folks, again, thank you so much. We did not plan on being on
No,
here this
we
long.
didn't.
We know there's other lives going on,
Yes.
and you guys are probably trying to bounce back and
Yes.
forth. And we appreciate it so much.
Yes, we do, Celtic. But no, we did celebrate the same as you when we lived in the U.S. for all
Yeah.
those years.
But so tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll take a look at the latest video that we've put up. It's the one where we poured the concrete and everything into the tubes. So if you haven't watched that, do you mind please going? It's doing good. That we just like to see it give another little. Down Periscope was hilarious, Beth. It really was. Just like to see it get another good little push. And get those numbers up. But should be another video out Thursday, and we'll work on keeping the content rolling.
Yeah.
Right now, we feel good about everything.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to hit our stride again. Yeah, Jen, that video, and Dwayne, thank you so much,
Thank
and we
you.
appreciate you being here.
Yes. David and Sandy have to leave.
Yeah.
They're saying good night.
Good night,
Jenny
Dave and
has
Sandy.
to go.
But we love you all. We appreciate your support for us, our channel, our livelihood, everything that you guys invest in so much. And we'll keep you every week updated, and we'll just keep on going. So, yeah, it's going to give us some good weather for the next couple of days.
Yes,
And
it is.
We're going to push hard to get
And
as
we
much
have,
done
we
as
have
we can.
some more folks coming over on Saturday
Yeah,
that have committed to come and help.
yeah. Rain was
So-
coming down with her sister.
Yep. And I'm sure
And,
my brother will be out again.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. We'll get lots of work done.
Well, I hope to have by Saturday night, I would love to have 3 to 4 walls up. Having 4 walls up would be awesome. But we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah.
But no problem, Dwayne. I hope it all works good for you. If you have
Yes.
if I can do anything to help you, let me know. But y'all have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends.
Yes.
And
Happy
don't eat too much
Thanksgiving.
turkey. We wish we were there to celebrate with everybody, but we are here and with you in our hearts and our spirits. So
Thank you all for coming. Thank
Yep.
you to all our mods. Love you all so much.
you guys do a great job.
And thank
and-
you for everyone that just
Yep.
continues to support us,
For
not
sure.
only financially, but just in your presence here.
Yeah, watching our videos, coming to our lives.
Yeah.
Just reaching
Taking
out
time.
to us,
You
taking
give
the
of your time.
and we appreciate it.
And we appreciate
We
it so
really
much.
do. So you all take care, and we shall see you right back here at the channel. Let me see if I can figure out how to shut this thing down.
Thank you to all the new folks that came in tonight. G. Avery, build one wall on top of the other till they're all done.
There you go. That's what we'll do. But y'all take care. God bless, and we'll see you.
We love you all.
Take care. Can you
Can
come
you
down and do it for me? Yeah. You bring your crew up, help me. I'll bring my crew down, and help
Right.
you. The only problem is my crew's pretty small. Night, people.